Good morning. Hi Lukey, how are you? Good morning King Official, good morning Amanda Safaraz. Sorry if I said it wrong. Good morning Emma. If you put comments in, let me know you can hear me, and if you double tap the screen to give me some likes, that will get this live shooting out to loads more people and we can get started with today's lesson sooner. If you don't know me, I'll tell you who I am in a second. Thanks for sharing, Siobhan. So if you can make sure you share the video, like the video, make sure you follow me on TikTok, and do all that kind of stuff. Let me know who you are. Let me know where you're watching me from. Let's have a bit of a chat for 5 minutes before we get started. Morning, Theory with Eddie. Thanks for the likes. You know what? I'm fine. I'm still waking up, Siobhan. That's all it is. Actually, no, I'm a bit wheezy. So yeah, you're probably right. Reading, hi from Reading. Hi from Leeds. How are you? You have your course. It's amazing. I can't download it on my iPad. Help, please. I can't help you. I have Bon. It will. If you have internet connection, it will download, or you can use it. But what you have to do is you go to these people here. So go to the website, testbuddy.app/contact, and they will help you. But I can't help with technical issues because I'm not very technical. I just created the course. I don't know what words to say to you. But go to ask them and they'll sort you out. Have you got bad weather as well? Yeah, we have. We've not had much, to be honest with you, just wind and rain. But yeah, it's pretty windy out there. Let's just have a driving test cancelled due to the weather. Jodie, were you expecting it? I'm really sorry to hear that. It's so frustrating. It's such a build-up, isn't it, to taking your driving test. Who else has got who's got theory test booked? Who's got driving test booked? Thanks for following me, guys. Make sure you follow me. Thanks for sharing, Michelle. Hi from Canterbury, Lukey. Help, which one is the break? I can't stop. Okay. Hello from Cardiff. I love Cardiff. You got yours today, Owen. What's the weather like? You got your theory on Wednesday. Can you stay with me? 17th of March for theory. Theory Friday next week. So stay today, okay, and in 2 weeks. So see how long you can stay with me for today. I'm going to go over, what am I doing? I'm doing lines made easy is one of them that I'm doing today, and crossings I'm doing today as well. So stay with me as much as you can, and I'll give you some help. Tree had fallen right in front of me. Jodie. Well, you got to feel very lucky then that it was in front of you and not on you. So yeah, I hope you're okay. A bit of a shock, I imagine. Good morning, Nusha. How are you? Let me know, is this your first time watching my live? Have you seen me before? I'd love to see how many people are joining me again, and I'd love to see how many people are joining me for the first time. It's great. You let the people keep putting the funny comments in. Must be a bit bored. Can you check at 6 a.m. on the website? Yeah. You've seen me before? No, you've not seen me before. You have seen me before. Let me know. Shanta, I didn't see your emoji anyway, so don't worry. I didn't see it. It's gone. It's gone for me. You've joined my live 4 times. Awesome. Your smile makes someone better. Thank you for helping. It's a pleasure. You passed first time, Ryan. That's awesome. You don't need this. You don't need this live, but share it. That'll be awesome if you can share it. Let other people who are not able to pass first time, let them know about it. Give me a second. Okay, so I'm going to tell you who I am. We'll go through a question, and then I will introduce myself again for those who've just joined, and then we'll go through our first lesson of the day. Second try at theory tomorrow. See if you can say with me, however you say your name. I'm sorry, I can't say it properly. Okay, so my name is Annie. Hi, thanks for joining me. HGV, you'd have to DM me. I do have some information about HGV and a course that will help you, but it's not a HGV course. My name is Annie. I'm an ADI. That means I'm an approved driving instructor. I teach people to drive, and I'm an audit trainer as well. So I teach people to become instructors. Thank you, Original, for those what you're sending me. I don't know what it is, but thank you. I'm also a theory test expert. That's what I'm doing here. I've got a driving school in Cheshire, Knutsford and Northwich in Cheshire is where my driving school is. That's where I teach. That's where I'm based. I'm also a theory test expert, like I say. Thank you, Nini Lou. I became a theory test expert because so many people were getting in touch with me to say that they were failing the theory test and they couldn't get through it. They were failing multiple times. Some people didn't know how to prepare. So I became a theory test expert, started delivering theory courses, and then I created this course that I'm pinning right now. I created that course, and then I was awarded Most Innovative Driving School for the course. My driving school is called Spot On. I've been awarded Superior Achievement and Excellence, and the DVSA have looked at my courses and they're really happy with them. I'm doing this because the pass rate is really low. I'm doing this because there's 53% of people are failing their theory test. So I put it in together. I put worksheets, tutorials, fact lists, and lots of other stuff to help you to pass your theory test. It's all in this course. So you click on that link if you want to have a look at it. It's only $34.99 while I'm live, and you will be 100% prepared to pass when you go all the way through it. It's had over 5,000 people pass so far. So let's have a look at a question. So you read that question, I'll be back in a tick. Okay, so you see an amber light. Which light or lights will come on next? So what do you need to know for this? Put your answers in. Let me see how many different answers are coming up. I've got some A's, some C's. It's hard to read when you put the, and some B's. So I've got A's, B's and C's coming in. It's either A or B. So to answer questions like this in your theory test, what you need to know is the traffic light sequence. And the traffic light sequence is super easy. Now, what most people do when they're trying to answer questions like this one, what most people do is they try and memorise the answer. It doesn't depend on whether it's pelican. If it's pelican, it would say pelican, okay? This is traffic light. It's not a crossing. The question is about traffic light. So it doesn't depend. The answer is definitely one or the other. Okay. So you need to know the sequence. The sequence is super easy. You need to think to yourself, when you see a question like this one, oh, okay, I need to learn this sequence, not I need to memorise the answer. Let me know who on here memorises answers rather than tries to learn about the topic. Because the question in your theory test will not be exactly the same. Thank you, Big Rico. It won't be exactly the same as this. You'll need to know the sequence. I know, Paige Marie, that's what people do. That's what people do. You can fluke a pass. It's quite simple to fluke a pass and guess what the right answer is. If it's A or B, I'll just put A and you get it right and you think, oh yeah. But what I want to do is, if you remember the question, then you have the answer. If you remember the sequence, the answer's easy. And there's lots of questions where you need to know the sequence of traffic lights. So let's go through it. Let's go through it, because lots of you don't know it because of the answers to your questions. So the sequence is super easy, because there's 5 steps and you can learn 5 steps, you can learn 5 words, you can learn 5 sentences really easily. So the sequence is red, red and amber, green, amber, red. So isn't it easy, isn't it? It just goes down and up again. Red, red and amber, green, amber, red. Red, red and amber, green, amber, red. Okay, so I'm going to point and you say it out loud to yourself and then say done, or put D for done when you've done that. So the sequence is, so let me know when you've done that. Put D for done when you've done it, because this will help you. And throughout today, I want you to saying to yourself, chanting to yourself, singing to yourself, whatever. Red, red and amber, green, amber, red. Red, red and amber, green, amber, red. And Now you've got something physical to help you to remember. Now you've got a little saying. You can learn a nursery rhyme. I could teach you a nursery rhyme right now. You'd know it in a couple of seconds. So you know red, red and amber, green, amber, red. You know that now. Tell yourself you know it now. Tell it to yourself. Tell it to the wall. Tell it to the dog. Tell it to your family. It's super easy. So when you're answering questions, just go through that slowly in your head. What's the sequence? It's red, red and amber, green, amber, red. Easy, isn't it? The other things you need to know to answer a lot of theory test questions are what the different traffic lights mean. And people do get a bit mixed up. You kind of know what they mean, but you get mixed up when you're thinking about giving an accurate description to answer the theory test correctly. Okay, so tell me, guys, you all know this one. What does red mean? Abby Lee, it is. Anybody else? But loads of answers to come in now. Okay, absolutely. So red means stop at the line, Owen Coulson. Yeah, it does, Charlie. Yeah, absolutely. Red means stop at the line. So what does red and amber together mean? Remember, it's red, red and amber. What does red and amber mean? Okay, so imagine if it was if a policeman was looking at you. What would it mean? What would you have to do when it was red and amber? What would you have to do? So red, red and amber. What would you have? Yeah, Neve, awesome. You'd have to wait. You don't have to prepare. It's a good idea to prepare. It's a good idea to get ready to go. But what do you have to do? Fiat, is that sorry? What did you say? You had to say something. Wait till it turns to green. That's what you have to do. Think about this when you're answering theory questions. What do you have to do? And you have to wait for the green signal. Okay, so red means stop and wait. Red and amber means stop and wait. You can prepare, but you still have to stop and wait. And green means go. You know that green means go. So red, red and amber, green, amber. What does amber mean? What do you do on amber? Before it turns to red, you've got amber. And what does that one mean? Tasty bakers, yeah. So you're saying it means slow down. So if you're driving at 40, 50 miles per hour and you slow down to 49 miles per hour, would that be okay? Think about it. So who else? Somebody has got stop if it's safe. Abby McCulloch, yeah. Keegan says stop if it's safe. Okay, so red and amber means stop. You can carry on if it's clear. Not on amber. You cannot carry on amber. Amber means stop and wait behind the line. If it's safe, it doesn't mean be prepared to stop. You've got to stop on amber. So amber means stop and wait. So that's going to help you answer theory test questions, and that's going to help you not break the law. Amber means stop and wait behind the line. Cool. So what's happened to my... Okay, so amber means stop and wait behind the line. Let's come back to the question. You know the sequence, red, red and amber, green, amber, red. You know the sequence now. So the first thing we're going to do here is get rid of the rubbish answer. Which of these four is absolutely rubbish? Let me know which of these four is absolutely... Put the answer in the comments now. Which of these is absolutely rubbish, doesn't exist as an answer, so we'll get rid of it completely. Is green the only one you can go on? Yes, Emma. Yeah, it is. The other ones are there to help you know what's coming next. Yeah, absolutely. So D is rubbish. Green and amber together is absolute rubbish. Thank you, Abby Lee, for that parcel, that gift box. Thank you. Green and amber together is absolutely a rubbish answer. We'll get rid of that one, okay? And then we're going to only left with 3 possible answers, and we're going to look for the per. Look for the per. So both red alone and red and amber together are a per because they've both got the word red in them. So we'll get rid of green alone. Now you know the sequence. Can you remember the sequence? Red, red and amber, green, amber, red. You see an amber traffic light ahead. Which lights will come on next? Which light or lights will come on next? What's the answer, guys? Is it A or is it C? Oh, I've got a crown. Is it A or is it C? Say this sequence together in your own head. Red, red and amber, green, amber, red. So what colour comes after amber? You're right. Absolutely. Loads, you got that one right. Well done. It's red alone. Say the sequence. What colour comes after amber? Red, red and amber, green, amber, red. So it's red alone. Do you get that? Let me know. Did you get it or have you learnt anything? Just let me just put a comment in or double tap the screen. It'd be awesome for me to see some likes, some hearts flying up the screen. Did you learn anything there? Nini Lou says, yeah. Lawrence, yeah, I got it. Amy says, got it. Seleka, yeah, I get it. You help me, says Emma. Awesome, awesome. That's what I want. That's what I want to hear. I get lots and lots of messages saying, well, actually, I went through that routine or that little song or that little saying in my head and it made me answer questions correctly. It is up for me, but let me have a look if I can put it up a bit more for you. It won't go up any more than that for some reason. Yeah, a little bit better. Is that a little bit better? I'm going to have to, it's as tall as it will go. You learned something new, fantastic. Let me tell you who I am. Let me tell you what I'm doing here. And let's get on with the first lesson. Thank you, Abby Lee, Centre Rose. Thank you very much. So the first lesson is going to be lines made easy. So stay with me if you ever struggle with questions about lines on the road. Here's my course for you to have a look at. If you like the way I'm teaching, if you like the way I taught that traffic light sequence to answer lots and lots of different questions, then you know that my course will help you, don't you? My name is Annie and I'm an ADI. That means I am an approved driving instructor. I'm a grade A instructor and I have been for about 10 years now. I'm also an audit trainer. That means I train people to become driving instructors and I'm on the official register for instructor trainers. I'm also a theory test expert. So I created a course to help lots and lots of people over the country to pass their theory test, and it's working, which is awesome. I've been awarded the most innovative driving school for the course, and I've been awarded superior achievement and excellence for my driving school. And the DVSA have looked at my course and they're really happy with it, and they've given me all of the official practice questions. You can be guaranteed to have the most updated questions in my course because the DVSA will let me know when the questions change. And in fact, they've just contacted me to tell me there's going to be changes. I got the email through yesterday. So I will be letting you know very soon because I am the first to know. Me and some others, of course. The let us know first of all. So here's the course if you want to have a look at it. Here's somebody who took my course, gave me a 5-star review for it. I just wanted to share that I passed my theory with such a high mark on the multiple choice and 69 out of 75 on the hazard perception. This is a huge thank you to you as your online course and TikToks helped me thoroughly. Kind regards, Cimarone. Isn't that awesome? So let's get on with the first lesson, which is lines made easy. I can't see all your comments because I've got stuff blocking it. Let's have a look. Where am I based? Is that what someone just asked me? I'm based in Cheshire, Knutsford and Northwich in Cheshire. You struggle to pass story. What do you mean story? Anne-Marie. Is that Anne-Marie? Let me know. What do you mean you struggle to pass story? So let's go through my lines made easy lesson. First of all, why do we need to learn the lines on the road? Can you, even if you're a moderator, whoever you are, put some answers in here. Why do you think we need to learn the lines on the road? No, they're not changed. No, it takes time for them to change. Don't worry about that. So we can stay safe. Good answer. Hazards, Paige Marie, good answer. And Abby and Romit, hazards, yeah. Why do we need to learn lines on the road? Can anybody else think of an answer here? Indicates changes to the road, so we can stay safe and not injure people. Regulates traffic to know where to go or stop, yeah. Indicates a different way to drive. So you're not crossing to, yeah. Warn others to know you're late. Yeah, well, loads of great answers coming in. Well done. Direction and guidance. Awesome. Lines have different meanings. Yes, absolutely. Parking. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I've got a couple of answers to interpret dangers ahead. Yeah, to help us ride safely. To help us warning of speeds. It does. Okay, so the couple of things I've got here. You can answer theory test questions correctly. Obviously, you'd be aware of dangers ahead. Be in the correct position in the road, get to your destination easier, don't break the law, and lots of other great answers that you've come up with. So let's start this lesson with a question. How patronising am I? Cool, Jules, I'm sorry if you find it patronising, but this honestly helps lots and lots of people. Is this helping you guys, or is it patronising? Let me know. But you don't have to watch, actually. You can just keep on going. Okay, so let me know if this is helping you or not. That'd be really great. If I get a comment like that, I'd like to know it's helping some people. It helps a lot. It's helping. Yes, it helps. Definitely helping loads. I don't think you're patronising. You help a lot of people understand better. We love it. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to break it down. And sometimes I need to break it down right down there so everybody understands it, even people who don't speak English as a first language. I'm trying to help hundreds of people at the same time. So yeah, thank you for those comments. That's what I like to hear. I don't want to be breaking it down too far. Maybe can be a bit irritating, but that's what I need to do so it helps all 818 people on here. Thank you, Sadie. Thank you. So tell me, guys, what do these yellow lines mean? Can anybody put the answer in? Let me know what you think, and I don't mind if you thank you, Holly, if you put the if you don't know, put IDK for IDK if you don't know. Some great answers coming in and some IDKs. Some correct answers, some incorrect answers, and some I don't knows, which is awesome. And some people are getting it right and wrong at the same time, which is great because I can help you with that. So let's go through this lesson. I'll break it down for you. Difference between I'm going to go through that, Alex, now with you. So stay with me for 5 minutes and you have a really much better understanding, okay? So, first of all, what I want you to think about when you're looking at lines painted on the road is the words more paint equals more danger or restrictions. So if there's more paint on the road, there's more danger in that part of the road or more restrictions on that part of the road. Restrictions means stuff you can't do. You're not allowed to do this stuff, okay? So more paint equals more danger or restrictions. Put a Y for yes if you have taken that quote, that little saying into your head. That little saying that I kind of made up. How much is my course? It's $34.99. So it's down from £70 to $34.99 while I'm live. So click on the link there. Yeah, you understand that. Fantastic. So first of all, let's have a look at these. This image here is showing you a road with a yellow car. The yellow car is travelling up the road. The white car is travelling down the road, and there's short lines with long gaps in between. Those short lines with long gaps, there isn't very much paint on the road, is there? There isn't very much paint. Exploiting learners. Oh my goodness, I thought I was helping learners. Pineapple 110. I thought I was helping learners. Anyway, short lines with long gaps. And they are just there to separate the traffic. Okay, just there to separate traffic. Are they not meaning hazards? No, they're short lines with long gaps, Molly. Not very much paint there at all. Okay, so they're just there to separate the traffic. Does that make sense? Put some yeses in if you're getting that one. Definitely not exploiting. I know, Kieran, I know I'm not. There's my courses there available if you want it. If not, this is here free. Okay, it's always negative, it's fine. I can cope. Okay, cool. Doesn't make sense, can you repeat? It's short lines, long gaps, just there to separate the traffic, that's all. So you know what side of the road you're supposed to be on. Now, long lines, sometimes those lines become long and the gaps become short. So all of a sudden, there is more paint on the road. And that means they are called hazard lines. They've put more paint on the road for a reason. And long lines with short gaps are hazard lines. They're warning you of a hazard ahead. It's pinned there for you. Lives are every day, every weekday. So where will you find hazard lines? Like I say, they're warning you of a hazard ahead. So where would you find them? Because more paint equals more danger. Yeah, absolutely. Where would you find hazard lines? Morning, my SSJ. Near a junction, you might find hazard lines. Upcoming roundabout, a crossroad. Yeah, good one. Sharp corner, sharp bends. Yeah, absolutely. Brilliant. Brilliant. So yeah, where it's a more dangerous part of the road. So where will you find hazard lines? Maybe approaching junctions, approaching roundabouts, approaching a bridge, sharp bends, a dip in the road, pedestrian crossings. Absolutely. You're going to find longer lines with short gaps because you're approaching a more hazardous area. You need to check your mirrors. You need to ease off your gas pedal. How long does it take to complete the course? As long as you want. Some people take a week. Most people take between 2 and 6 weeks, Martin. So sometimes you've got the short lines and we've got the long lines in the centre of the road. And then sometimes there's 2 sets of lines in the centre of the road. 2 sets of lines in the centre of the road. Have you ever noticed that when there's 2 sets of lines? And sometimes they're both short lines or they're both long lines, or one of them is a long line and one is a short line, or one of them is a continuous line. And look, we are in this green car. There's a continuous line next to us. There's no gaps in it. More paint, more danger or restrictions. So what does it mean if the solid line is next to you? RSB, awesome. Well done, Auntie Sarah. Okay, so what does it mean if the solid line is next to you? Yeah, Abby. Yeah, Benny. Absolutely, Romit. Yeah, so the solid line next to you means no overtaking. Okay, so much more dangerous part of the road. The only time you can overtake is if you're going to pass a road maintenance vehicle or a bicycle that's going really slowly. How fast does the bicycle or the road maintenance vehicle need to be going? Less than how many miles per hour? Does anybody know? You can only overtake if they're going really slowly. A bicycle, no, can't overtake other cars. A bicycle or road maintenance vehicle going, yeah, brilliant, 10 miles per hour or less. If they're going higher than 10 miles per hour, do not overtake. So it's 10 page. Yeah, 10. Fantastic. Okay, so let's keep on talking about the 2 sets of lines, because there's another rule I want you to know about when there's 2 sets of lines. Doesn't matter if the lines are broken, if the line's solid. Look, here's showing you 3 roads. This road here with the green car has got broken lines next to you and a solid line on the other side of the road. Road number 2 has got 2 solid lines. Road number 3 has got a solid line next to us and long lines on the other side. It makes no difference for this rule. So long as there's 2 sets of lines, that means there is no stopping on that road, except if you need to pick up or set down passengers. So if you need to drop someone off or pick somebody up, let somebody get out your car, let somebody get in your car, then you can stop for a moment to do that. Otherwise, if there's two sets of lines, no stopping. Let me know if that makes sense, because that's a rule I really want you to know about. That will help you answer some questions. Let me know if that makes sense. Just put a yes if it makes, thank you Charles, it makes sense to you. If it doesn't make sense, then you need to hear it again and again, then please go through my course. My course will help you. If there are two sets of lines in the middle of the road, no stopping on that road except to pick up or set down passengers. So let's go through a question related to that bit of information. You see these double white lines along the centre of the road. When may you park on the left? There's no point asking me why. I don't make the rules up. It's more, they don't want you to stop there. How long can you stop? It's let them out and let them in. That's it. Okay. So they're not going to give you any amount of seconds or minutes. Just let someone get in or let someone get out of your car and then drive away again. Thank you, Gigi boy. Okay, so there's two sets of lines in the centre of the road. When may you park on the left? What's the answer here? Is A, B, C or D? A, if the line nearest to you is broken. B, when there are no yellow lines. C, to pick up or set down passengers. D, during daylight hours only. And fantastic, guys. The answer there is C, to pick up or set down passengers. It doesn't matter if the lines are both solid or if one's broken and one's solid. It doesn't matter. There's no parking on that road except to pick up or set down passengers. Cool. So the other line that people get mixed up with is this line here, this one at the edge of the road. What does it mean? What does this line at the edge of the road actually mean? Yeah, Courts has got it. LL Spec, well done, well done. So yeah, and Rose Anther, well done, yeah. It simply means edge of carriageway. But look at it, it's just next to, it's a white line and it's next to the curb. I don't care, thank you. It's a white line, it's on the edge of the road next to the curb, and it simply means edge of carriageway, edge of the road. Yeah, lowland braid, that's all it means. Fantastic, guys, well done. So remember that one. Don't come out with anything more complicated. It just means edge of the road. Is a month long enough to study? I don't know you, Molly, and your circumstances, but it is for most people. But are you ultra busy with work? Have you got 6 children? I don't know your situation, but it should be, shouldn't it? I'll pin it there for you. Yeah, random. It just means edge of the road. Fantastic. Excuse me. So the question I asked you a few slides ago was, what do these yellow lines mean? What do these yellow lines mean? And to understand yellow lines and red lines, you need to understand the difference between waiting and stopping. Now, it might seem like super easy, and I'm being a bit daft, but so many people get mixed up with the words waiting and stopping. So let's go through them together. Let's go through what waiting and stop, the difference they mean in your theory test and in your driving. So waiting, let's talk about waiting first of all. I like to have my steering wheel. I like to use my steering wheel. Okay, so let's say you're driving along. Okay, you're driving along and you've got your friend in the car and there are yellow lines. And the yellow lines are all about waiting. So waiting means your friend says to you, can you stop and let me go to the shop? You can stop and let your friend get out of the car, but you can't wait there for her. Okay, so yellow lines are about waiting. You can't wait. You can stop, but you can't actually wait there. If it's no stopping, it means you cannot stop at all. Let's go through the meanings in more detail. So do you know that, do you get the difference? Waiting means you can stop, let somebody get out, and stop and let somebody get back in again. But you can't wait there, you can't park there. No stopping means you can't stop the car at all on this road. Cool. Let's talk about yellow lines now. If there is one yellow line painted on the edge of the road, that means there are waiting restrictions. That means sometimes on this road you're allowed to wait, and sometimes you're not allowed to wait. Remember, you can stop, let people get out, let people get in there, but you can't park there basically. But the words they use in the theory are waiting. Okay, waiting. That means sitting in the car as well, not just getting out the car. So how will you know when you're allowed to wait on that road and when you're not allowed to wait on that road? How would you know when? Does anybody know? Let me know. Unreal, Aaron. Awesome. There will be a sign like this one telling you when you're not allowed to wait. Okay, so one line means you're not allowed to wait at these times between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. So give me a time when you would be allowed to stop and wait, stop and park on this road. What time of day? Give me a time of day to just to tell me you understand it. 7 p.m, 9 p.m, 6 a.m. Awesome. Well done, guys. Yeah, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. It gives you a bit more of an understanding. If you 8 p.m, 7 p.m, 8 p.m. Absolutely. 7:18 p.m. Very, very precise. Absolutely. So all of those times of day, you would be allowed to stop your car and leave your car there and wait there. But between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m, you wouldn't be allowed. Yeah, Hibby. Yeah, 6 p.m. to 8 a.m. Cool. But 2 yellow lines painted on the road means you're not allowed to wait there at all. You're never allowed to wait on this road. 2 yellow lines, you can stop to drop somebody off, you can stop to pick somebody up, but you can never ever wait. 6:01 p.m. Cool. Okay, now sometimes you'll see that some of the answers are here a bit delayed. Is my internet, I think. But yeah, Hayley, well done. Sometimes you'll see yellow lines, a yellow line painted on the curb like this. And this is all about loading. Yellow lines on the curb are all about loading. So loading means delivering something to somebody or collecting something from somebody. Okay, so a van driver might be delivering the bread delivery to the local shop. Yeah, so yellow lines are all about loading. 1 yellow line, loading restrictions, and there'll be a sign to tell you when you're allowed to load. 2 yellow lines, no loading at all on this road. Let me know if the yellow lines make a bit of sense. I'm confused, never seen them before. You know what, Lily Kerris? I don't see them, I don't notice them because I'm not a delivery person and I don't load. Yeah, so I don't drive around delivering stuff to shops. So I don't notice these lines painted on the curb because they're not relevant to me, but you need to know them for your theory. Does that make sense? So don't worry if you haven't seen them before. You wouldn't notice them. They're nothing to do with you if you're a learner driver or your car driver. Thank you, Lucian J. So you can stop and drop something off or wait. You can't wait on double yellows. There's no waiting. You can stop, let them out and drive on again. I see I'm a HGV driver. Awesome. You would see, you'd know all of this stuff. Okay, let's move on to red lines. And again, you might not see red lines very often. Thank you, Lucy. You might not see red lines very often. But red lines, yellow lines are about waiting. Red lines are about stopping. Think of red for stop. Think of red for danger. Red lines are all about stopping. Does that make sense? Let me know that makes sense. The difference between waiting and stopping. Just put yes if you understand now what I mean. The difference between waiting and stopping. Hayley says, yeah, that's awesome. That's what I want. You passed last week. Brilliant. Fantastic. It's really important, you know, a lot of drivers don't actually know the difference. An awful lot of drivers tell me they're not allowed to stop on yellow lines when you are. You're just not allowed to wait there. So I'm awesome that I didn't get it to you explained today, Lily Kerris. That's what I'm here for, making theory easy. And I love that kind of comment, thank you. So single red lines, again, one red line means there are stopping restrictions. Stopping restrictions. So stopping means not even allowed to stop at all, okay? But one line means stopping restrictions. That means sometimes you can stop on this road, other times you can't stop on this road. How will you know, same question again, how will you know when you can and when you can't stop on this road? Thank you, Paige. Yeah. Oh, I know. Same again. There'll be signs telling you. There'll be signs to say no stopping Monday to Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. On this road, you can't stop between Monday and Saturday between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. So what day can you stop at any time of the day? What day of the week do you not have to take any notice of this? Thank you, Moon. Our moon. Yeah, Sunday, brilliant. I know it's an obvious question for some people, but some people will be still like, don't quite understand it. Yeah, but yeah, Sunday's not mentioned. You can stop all day on Sunday. All day on Sunday. But Monday between 7 o'clock in the morning and 7 o'clock at night, no stopping on this road. Now, 2 red lines means no stopping at all. 1 line, stopping restrictions. 2 lines, no stopping at all on this road. And 2 lines painted on the road. Thank you, Mikkel. So double red, you can't ever stop there. Absolutely. So why do you think that is? 2 red lines, no stopping on this road. We don't see these lines very often. You may never have seen these lines. If you live in London, you will see these lines every single day if you go out. Okay, Tom, it's a stop congestion. Yeah, too much traffic on the road. Okay, and they want to keep the traffic flowing. And if there's people keep stopping to let people out, to pick people up, the traffic doesn't flow as well. Traffic's not flowing very well anyway. Okay, yeah, I've only ever seen them in central London. Yeah, me too, I think. So awesome. There's 2 red lines. They're there to keep the traffic flowing. So 2 red lines painted on the road means exactly the same as 2 red lines in a cross. Okay, I'm just giving you a physical way of remembering that. 2 red lines painted on the road means exactly the same as 2 red lines in a sign like this. No stopping. Red route, no stopping. Does that make sense? You've never seen double red in Scotland? No, you wouldn't. Not enough traffic in Scotland to warrant it. Awesome. So what I'm trying to do is give you ways of remembering stuff. And even if it's me doing silly stuff like this, it'll help you to remember forever, not just answering questions, which doesn't help you answer questions in your actual test. That's the words I was coming out with. So let's come back to the original question, and hopefully more people will have an understanding. Never seen them in Ireland, no. Grace, you don't need me. Okay, so isn't it awesome to have passed? Okay, so what do these yellow lines mean? No waiting, no stopping, stopping restrictions, or no loading. Your teaching is amazing. Thank you, Makeup by Cara. What do these yellow lines mean? Now have a think. Are these yellow lines all about waiting? Are they all about stopping? Are they all about no stopping at all? Are they all about restrictions? Are they all about loading? Let me know, what do these yellow lines mean? Put your answers in, and when you've answered and you know I've helped you, double tap the screen. Remember, yellow is about waiting, red is about stopping. Red is about stopping. So, and then loading, where are the loading lines? Yeah, so the answer is actually no waiting. There's two lines. Two lines means not at all. One line means restrictions. Two lines for not at all. Yes, Lily Kerris. Yeah. So loading lines would be on the curb. Fantastic. If it was loading, it'd be on the curb. It's nothing to do with you unless you are delivering. You're a delivery person, okay? But you still need to know the answer. So yeah, if it's one line, it's about restrictions. Two lines, not at all. Yellow is about waiting. You can stop, but you can't wait there. Red is about stopping, not allowed to even stop at all. So the answer there is no waiting. Double tap the screen if you've learned something. Double tap the screen, please, if you learned something. Let me know that you've learned something. And awesome. So if thinking about more paint equals more danger or more restrictions, I'll move on to the next topic when I'm ready. Thank you. But more paint equals more danger or more restrictions. Okay, so let's move on to box junctions. When may you enter a box junction? Now, box junction is yellow crisscross markings painted on the road. When may you enter a box junction? When there are fewer than two vehicles ahead, when your exit road is clear, when traffic signs direct you. Do you know the answer? Let me know if you know the answer. Is it A, B or C? So it's got A's, B's and C's coming in. So what I'll do is I'll explain all about box junctions. I'll show you how easy box junctions are to learn, because when you're looking at theory test questions and looking at theory test answers and trying to memorise the answer, it might not always be easy. But they are easy to learn. They're very, very easy to understand, very simple. Okay, so yellow box junctions. Yellow box junctions are designed to keep parts of the road clear of traffic. So the rules are really, really simple. Rules are very simple. You'll only go into a box junction if you're not going to get stuck in the box junction. Okay, you only go into it if you're not going to get stuck in it, because if you get stuck in a box junction and you can't move, you can't drive away, then you're blocking all the other traffic. Thank you, Marisha. And it's really embarrassing. Okay, so don't go into a box junction unless you're going to be able to drive out of it. So let me show you what I mean. You've got this, have a look at this picture here. You've got a blue car waiting behind the green traffic lights. Okay, the blue car is waiting behind the line, even though the lights are on green. He wants to go where the red arrow is. So look, the blue car wants to go straight ahead where the red arrow is, but he's waiting behind the line. Why is he waiting behind the line? Why is he not going and waiting in the box junction? Yes, Lil, I can't say your name, Lil CB. Yeah, because his exit road, that's the road he wants to go into, is blocked. There's an orange car there. The orange car's not moving. So there's no point him going into the box junction because he would be stuck in the box junction. I'm just going to get my charger to charge my computer. Live all the time. So many. Okay, so the green car wants to go right, and the green car is going where the blue arrow is pointing. Why is the green car allowed to wait in the box junction? The green car is allowed to wait there. Why is that okay to wait there? Thank you, Moggy. The green car is turning right. and he's going where the blue arrow is, and he's sitting and waiting in the box junction. Laurie Bailey is sitting and waiting in the box junction because his exit road, the road he wants to turn into, is clear. It's not blocked with traffic. What is stopping the green car from going? What's stopping the green car from going? So your statement about only go if you can drive out is wrong. No, it's not wrong, Geordie, at all. Keep listening. This green car can go. There's only one thing stopping the green car from going. And what's stopping the green car from going? It's the oncoming traffic. See the white cars coming towards him? That's the only thing. So oncoming vehicles. When the oncoming vehicles have passed, the green car can turn into the road. So he's not going to get blocked there. He's not going to have to wait there when the lights change, because when the oncoming vehicles stop coming, then he can turn. So there's only two ways. So you can wait in a box junction if your exit road is clear and if you're just waiting for oncoming traffic to pass. Okay, so I'm not wrong, Ollie. I'm absolutely right. Don't go in the box junction if you're going to get blocked there. That green car is not going to get stuck there. The oncoming traffic is going to get past and he's going to turn. So two ways you can wait in a box junction. If you don't understand it, Alex, then maybe join my course if you don't understand that. He's not stuck, he's just waiting for the oncoming traffic. As soon as they've stopped, and they will stop because the lights will change, then he can go. But it's all in the course if you don't understand that. Cool. So let's go back to the question. When may you enter a box junction? Okay, so this lesson is to teach you and make it really clear to you, because lots and lots of people are getting this wrong. They're not understanding it, and I'm trying to help you understand it. If you don't, then sign up for my course and that will help you even more. But you should, I know most of you get what I'm saying. So when may you enter a box junction? A, when there are fewer than two vehicles ahead. I've not mentioned, doesn't matter how many vehicles are ahead of you. B, when your exit road is clear, the road you want to drive into, it isn't blocked with traffic, you're just waiting for oncoming traffic to pass you by. Or C, when traffic signs direct you, and loads of you got the answer there correct now, and the answer is B. Like I say, if you still don't get it, then please have a look at my course. It's all explained and you can watch the video again and again and again. So when your exit road is clear, you're allowed to go into the box junction. Another box junction question, because I want you to get it properly. I want you to get box junctions properly because they are super easy. When may you stop and wait in a box junction? A, when oncoming traffic prevents you from turning right. B, when you're in a queue of traffic turning left. C, when you're in a queue of traffic going ahead. Or D, when you're on a roundabout. You know the answer now, don't you? You know it. It's easy now, isn't it? If you get the answer, put it in and then double tap the screen to tell me that it's easy now. When may you stop and wait in a box junction? Loads of awesome answers coming in now, and I love it when I go through a lesson and then the correct answers coming in, and that just shows you need someone to teach you the theory of driving and not just look at questions and answers. You're absolutely right. You're allowed to wait in a box junction when oncoming traffic prevents you from turning right, because the oncoming traffic is going to stop and then you will just go. Then the traffic lights will change and you're not going to be stuck in the middle of a box junction. More paint equals more danger or restrictions is the statement to remember when you're thinking about lines on the road, and that's my Lines Made Easy lesson. I go to the course, but it's so slow to go to the next question. Go to the next question when you're ready, Mima. It's up to you. How you do the course is entirely up to you. If you're slow getting from question to question, then I can't do anything about that. Okay, like the green car. Awesome. Awesome. I've done lines on the road. I've already explained the answer to the question. I've just spent 10 minutes doing that, so I can't backtrack, but it's all in the course. It's all in the course. Okay, so I've gone through lines made easy because there are 1.9 million tests taken, 879,000 passes. That means there's a 47% pass rate. That means 53% of people are failing their theory test. There's always somebody, just a quick explanation, there's always somebody who says, can you explain it again? And then there's always somebody else saying, can you hurry up and move on to the next thing? So I can't keep backtracking. I've got to go through the lesson and then carry on, I'm afraid. So thank you, Yvam Sherry. So I'm sorry if you don't get it, but I will be on all week, every day. I'll be on 3 times a day, so please keep coming back. But I can't. Why is there such a high percentage of people failing? You tell me, Abby, why do you think people are failing? Did you all properly understand box junctions until my lesson that I've just given you? Let me know. Put a yes or a no. And if you didn't, that's why you're failing, because you are not understanding. Did you properly understand? See, lots of people are saying no, and some people will be saying no, but they've still had a couple of goes at the theory test. They shouldn't be going for the theory test, but we all do until you have a proper understanding of all of the theory of driving. You understand from your lesson? Yay! Gucci, my little Gucci. Okay, so that's why people are failing. Anxiety, somebody else has said, lack of understanding. See, sometimes people think they understand, but they don't actually understand. And so when the theory test question gets asked on your actual theory test, it gets asked using different words. It's a different question and different options for answers. Then they get it wrong because they've just memorised answers. And memorising answers doesn't help you to understand a topic. So people are failing for all kinds of reasons. Maybe they have no motivation to study. Maybe they have no one helping them. Maybe they have dyslexia. Maybe they don't read. Maybe English isn't their first language. Maybe they have no motivation. I've said that one, no motivation. And then it's frustrating. It's embarrassing, isn't it? People, anxiety and stress and dyslexia, lots of different reasons why people are failing. There absolutely is. And it's not because you can't learn, you can learn. I'm a visual learner. When someone shows me, I get it immediately. It's absolutely a tiny street, but what is there out there? There is this now, I'm doing this now, but what else is there to help people to learn properly? Guys, I'm dyslexic and I passed with this course. It's 100% to help you pass. Thank you, Siobhan. This is the course Siobhan is talking about. This course helps Siobhan to pass. So what is out there to help people to pass the theory test? There's books that a lot of people don't like or don't want to read. And there are apps which is just questions and answers that doesn't help you to learn. And people are failing and they're wasting the time, they're wasting the money. And you can't book your driving test, can you? You can't actually book your driving test until you've passed your theory test. So what I want to do is I don't want that frustrating situation for you. I want the situation where you know you're going to pass. I want to teach you to pass. I want to teach you to pass your theory test. And does it... I don't know what you're talking about there. Okay, so I'll teach you to pass your theory test. Remember, all of these lives will be on my YouTube account. So you can click on this link to subscribe to my YouTube account. You can click on this link to sign up for my course as well. So you can have a look at my course, theory test course. It's got worksheets like these ones here. It's got video tutorials. It's got fact lists. It's got anxiety techniques. It's got all the official questions. I'll be changing some questions this week for you because the questions are going to change. The DVSA have been in touch with me to tell me that. So you will be, it's got everything you need. You will be 100% prepared to pass when you go through it. It's helped over 5,000 people to pass so far. It's normally $69.95, everything I'm offering. It's only $34.99 while I'm live. Let me show you what's in it. Let me show you what's in the theory test course and how you'll go through it to guarantee you're 100% test ready. Go to the introduction first, so you've got a really good understanding of what's expected in the theory test and how to go through the course. There are 14 different theory test topics. Let me show you what's in the accidents topic. You can download and print off a worksheet to fill in if you want to. You can fill it in while you're watching the video tutorials. Then you can listen to a fact list before you go and have a go at all of the official DVSA practice questions for that topic. When you've got all of the questions correct, have a go at the mock test for that topic. And when you get 10 out of 10 in the mock test, move on to the next topic and go through all of the topics in the same way, so that by the time you get to the case studies and the full mock tests, you'll find answering the questions easy. So someone's asked me when will the change? I've got my email yesterday. As promised, I'm providing updates. Please note these do not include the changes to the highway code. These will be updated later in the year. This is an official email from the DVSA. Please find below an updated link to the car question bank. Okay, so that's what I've got. I will let you know more when I know more. I need to read this email first and go through the updates, but they don't relate to the changes to the highway code. These will be updated later in the year. That's what this email tells me. I'll let you know more. I'll let you know as I go along. Don't worry about it for today or this week. It's not going to be now. Has the case studies gone? No. I don't know any more than that. You can't ask me. I know what you know because I got this yesterday. It was Sunday. I was busy all day. So that's all I know. And I'll read the updates as soon as I finish this live. Okay, so do you suffer from anxiety? Lots of people are saying yes, they do. Some people, yeah. Do you suffer from anxiety? What I did, and I realised so many people were suffering from anxiety. So I became an NLP master practitioner, and I created then techniques, I designed techniques to put into my course to help you to get rid of anxiety. They help you get rid of anxiety and go to your test feeling calm and confident. And you can go through those techniques when you're in the few days leading up to your test, when you're under pressure, Jenny, absolutely. Yeah, so I've also put into the course techniques to help you score well in your hazard perception test. I've also put in the course techniques to answer any multiple choice questions. And when you sign up for the course, you will get 2 free courses and 2 free ebooks. You get my hazard perception course for free, worth $9.99. My hypnosis course for free, worth $14.99. And you get top 10 reasons for failing and top 20 hardest theory test questions for free. That's £35 worth of bonuses. Shireen, as I've said, I know what you know. That's all I know for now. I don't know any more. I'll tell you more later. I've got to read the email. You'll pay once. You use it for as long as you need to use it. Most people take between 2 and 6 weeks. I've got to read it. Thank you, Siobhan. I've got to read it. Came through yesterday. I've got to read it. It won't be now, though. It won't be now. Most people take between 2 and 6 weeks to go through the whole course. Some people take a week to go through it, but it's your course for you to use for as long as you need it. And as soon as you sign up, by clicking on this link, you will be taken to the Test Buddy website. You'll get an email. It'll take you to the Test Buddy website and log in, and then you see your courses, click on my courses, you'll see theory test course, go through it from the very beginning. Don't skip in halfway through and wonder why you're a bit confused. Go into the introduction and work your way through the course, and by the end of it you will be test ready. No, Hannah, they're not changing. No, these are things that are coming in place. So people like me can add. Some people will add the questions to an app. People like me will find ways of teaching you the new content, or teaching the people that are in my course the new content. So I'll make sure a video is added to my course this week, if not today. So here's somebody that's been through my course and passed. Carly said, I had my theory test today and I passed. Thank you so much for your amazing lives you do on TikTok and for the fabulous course you have created. It has truly helped me it's truly helped me so much. I'm so grateful I found you. Thank you. So that's from Carly. Isn't that awesome? It'll be fine, Lily Kerris, I know. I would be really concerned more about what's in the test now. Be concerned about what's there now and try and learn that, not stuff that might be changing at some point in the future. Somebody else, some more. Let's read a couple more to you, then I'm going to move on. Is this good for motorcycle theory? Yes, it is. Copper Joe, is this good? The live? Yes. Is the course good? Yes, but it's not a motorcycle course. But if you wanted a motorcycle, if you're doing a motorcycle test, you buy the course, you email me, and I give you all the motorcycle questions. Okay, so yeah, your brother's girlfriend sent you a link. Well, tell her thank you, Jenny. Tank Gurkha, I'm loving the course. It's so helpful. Daniel, I passed my theory after 18 attempts. Carla, I passed 6th time after using your course. Fox, paper, scissors, I passed after a failed 13 attempts. That's all using this course because I'm teaching you the theory of driving. I'm not just giving you questions and answers. So now it's time to Ask Annie. So I'm always getting asked about the new highway code, and you've just had official confirmation that those new questions related to the new highway code will be later on this year. It takes time to do these things, so that'll be later this year. Questions, the theory test questions, a couple of changes going to be made. I don't know what they are. I'll have a look this afternoon, and then when I'll put them into my course, I'll let the people in my course know straight away. And I'll announce it at some point on TikTok and YouTube, but I'll let people in my course know immediately. I've been asked why your course, I'm always getting asked this question, so I've got this slide always ready. Do I use an app to prepare? You can use an app to prepare. You can use books to prepare for your theory test. You can use have a one-to-one to prepare for your theory test. You can ask your driving instructor for help. Gianna, awesome. And you can use this course. Okay, so let me show you what an app has got. An app will have all the official questions, mock test cases, and has a perception. Now, if it's not a good app, if it's not an app that has contact from the DVSA, then they won't know that the questions are changing. They won't know the questions are changing until they look at my questions or somebody else's questions and think, oh, those questions are now added, I better add those. Okay, so they won't know until they get the information from people like me. If it's a good app, an updated app or an updated course like mine, we get notification from the DVSA, so we can update it straight away. And I'm dedicated to updating it immediately, so this week it will be all done. What has my course got? It's got all of these things, all of those ticks, as well as the stuff that an app has got. It's got 85 video tutorials. It's got question techniques. It's got how to do hazard perception techniques. It's got fact lists. It's got audio. It's got test anxiety techniques. It's got games. It's got everything you could possibly need. And I don't know of another course that has all of that, because I'm a primary school teacher. I'm an audit registered instructor trainer and a grade A driving instructor, and I'm a therapist as well. So I've made sure that everything has gone on into this course to help you. And it's only $34.99 lolo. I'll pin it there for you to have a look at. You can use the pinned link to also have subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe to me, follow me on TikTok for constant help. And if you want feedback on the new theory test changes, follow me, so I will tell you, I will let you know very, very shortly. The ones about the car, gas and oil and stuff, yeah, lots of people do, because those questions don't actually make sense very much until you have got a car. My YouTube, if you click on this link, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. So just click on that link that I've pinned for you. My name is Annie. Let me know if this is your first time watching me. I've got another lesson coming up. CGI videos. Lessons on lights are all in my course. I don't do lessons on everything because some people have my course, and I don't do lessons on lights on live. I do lessons on lights in my course. Can you do your theory and lesson at the same time? Lolo, lots of people do. Just subscribe, Lily Kerris. That's awesome. Okay, so let me tell you who I am. Who's watching me for the first time now? I want to know who's here for the first time. Would not make more sense to save money if you pass theory before doing any lessons. No, Susie, not necessarily. Sometimes the theory of driving doesn't actually make sense to some people until the... Hi Liam, how are you? It doesn't make sense to some people unless they're actually driving a car. So sometimes they might be more likely to pass the theory test because they're driving as well and they understand it. How many seconds should you leave on an icy road? Let me go through that. Then go on to my TikTok account where you'll see I did a video on that over the weekend. So on dry roads, you need to leave a 2-second gap between you and the car in front. Do you understand a 2-second gap? Do you understand what I mean by that? Let me know yes or no. Do you understand what I mean when I say on a good dry road, you need to leave 2 seconds between you and the car in front of you? I want to know if you understand that or not. I've got a couple of no's. So I'll explain to you. This red car is driving in front of you. You are in this green car. Watch this red car go past something that's not moving, like a lamppost. And as the red car goes past the lamppost, you say, only a fool breaks the 2-second rule. If you get to the lamppost as you finish saying it, you are 2 seconds behind because it takes 2 seconds to say it. Let me do it. So again, the red car is going to go off the screen as it goes past a lamppost, and you're going to say, only a fool breaks the 2-second rule. You've got to the lamppost as you've finished saying it, so you're exactly 2 seconds behind the red car. That's good on dry roads. On dry roads, you need to be 2 seconds behind. On wet roads, it's doubled to 4 seconds. And on icy roads, it's 10 times the gap. 10 times the gap is 20 seconds. Does that make sense? So it's 2 doubled to 4, then it's 10 times the gap. And 10 times the gap is 20 seconds. Let me know if you got that. Just put some yeses or something if you understand that now. Dry 2, yeah, absolutely. I see 20. So I want you to get away from saying just 20 or just 10, because that's what people do when they get mixed up. You need to say it's 10 times or 20 seconds. Do you understand? On dry roads, it's 2 seconds. On wet roads, it's 4 seconds. On icy roads, it's 10 times the gap. 10 times the gap is 20 seconds. Yay, awesome. I'm Annie. I'm an ADI. That means I'm an approved driving instructor. I'm also an audit registered trainer. I'm a theory test expert. I'm not doing driving at the moment, Nina. I'm sorry. Any tips for pulling up? Right, okay, Nina, what I'm going to do is do a video about that and put it on this afternoon. Tips for pulling up. I've written it down in my little note, okay? Okay, so I'm a theory test expert. I created a theory test course so I could help lots and lots of people all over the country to pass the theory test. I've won an award for the course. I've won the most innovative driving school. My driving school has also won an award, Superior Achievement and Excellence. As I've said, the DVSA have looked at my courses and they're very happy with what with the content of my courses and how those courses can help you to pass your theory test. And they give me all the latest theory test questions. They've given me all of them for car drivers, lorry drivers, bus drivers, motorbike riders and driving instructors. I've got all of those questions that they have given to me. And when the questions are updated, they'll let me know. And the questions were updated yesterday. They'll let me know yesterday. Here's a review from my course. Simone says she passed first time. This is a huge thank you to you as your online course helped me thoroughly. And that's this course here, which is absolutely awesome. So my next lesson, let's go on to the next lesson. Are you ready for the next lesson? Let me know. Who's ready for my next lesson? I'm calling this one Super Safety Systems. Super safety systems. Yeah, awesome. So what I want to go through is ABS and ESC. ABS is anti-lock braking system and ESC is electronic stability control. So if you don't understand these, just focus for 5 minutes and then you will. Focus for 5 minutes and you will. Okay, awesome. So both of these are safety features in a car. So the features, when I learned to drive, didn't have these things, and now you do. And certainly the newer cars will have both of them. So your car, if it's a newer car, it will have ABS in it and it will have ESC, both safety features to help you to not have accidents. So what is ABS? ABS is anti-lock braking system, and it detects when your wheels are about to lock. If you're driving along and there's a 2-year-old steps into the road in front of you, you get on your brakes really heavily, your wheels can lock. And if your wheels lock but you're still moving, what's happening? If your wheels are locked, your car won't suddenly stop. That's not what happens, is it? State the facts, you will skid. You will be skidding. If your wheels are locked, you would still be moving, but you'll be skidding. How much control have you got over your car if it's skidding? How much control have you got over your car if it's skidding? You're with 0. Yes, Susie, you've got no control over your car. Fantastic. Brilliant. Okay. So what ABS does is it detects when your wheels are about to lock and it stops your wheels from locking. Now, the only way to stop your wheels from locking when I learned to drive many years ago was to come off the brake. But you don't want to come off the brake because you'll hit the 2-year-old. So what you could do is you could come off and on the brake. That's called cadence braking. So if you haven't got ABS, you can just pump the brake pedal. But ABS does that for you automatically. It makes the brake, you keep your foot on the brake pedal and it automatically puts the brakes on and off really fast. So you will feel the brake pedal pulsing, but you need to keep your foot firmly on the brake. You need to press the brake pedal firmly and quickly and keep your foot on the brake pedal. And because you're not skidding, you can brake and steer. You have got some control. Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. Just put some yeses in the comments if that makes sense. Cool. So with ABS, you still have some control, and if you can think ABS, anti-lock braking system, if you can also think of it as ABS allows braking and steering, that will help you to remember that you can steer and have some control when ABS is activated. Let's go through the next one. ESC. ESC is the later version. It's the kind of a more updated version. So you'll have ABS, but you'll also have ESC. Another safety feature. It's newer. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a newer safety system. So basically ABS, it helps you stay safe. Yeah, it does. ESC is another one to help you stay safe. These are super safety systems, I'm calling these. Okay, electronic stability control. It detects a loss of stability. When your car's not as stable as it should be, it automatically knows. Let me show you what I mean. Look at the red car and look at the shape of the road. Give me some more likes, guys. That'll be awesome. Look at the red car and look at the shape of the road. Okay. Now the shape of the road is going round a bend. The red car. Look at the wheels. The wheels have shown you that the steering has turned and the wheels are turned. Can you see that? Let me know. Do you know what I'm talking about? The shape of the road is going round. The wheels are turned. You know the wheels are turned because you can see them here. The wheels are on an angle. Yes, you can see that. Now, what's happening with this car? The wheels are turned, so it should be going round the bend, but it's not. The car's going straight. The wheels are turned, but the car's not turning. The car's still going straight. So that's a problem, isn't it? So what I've said here is the car is moving in a straight line, but the wheels are steering to go round the bend. So the car automatically knows there's a problem. Yeah? Does that make sense? Let me know. Look, if you don't, then it's fine. You don't need to be... It's nice when people think they know everything. It's awesome. Clever people. Cool, that makes sense. Huh. Okay, huh, says Kyle. Kyle, what I mean is there's a bend. You can see the wheels are turned. That means the car is steering to go around the bend, but it's not going around the bend. The car's still going in a straight line. It's going in a straight line, okay? So what ESC does, ESC knows the car's going straight, but you've steered to go around the bend, and ESC is activated. ESC is activated. There's four wheels of the car. So what ESC will do is it will put, for example, a bit of braking on this wheel and no braking on this wheel, and maybe a lot more braking on these two wheels. So different amount of braking on all four wheels, so that the car will start to go where you want it to go. You want it to go around the bend, and you're steering to go around the bend. So ESC will put bits of braking on the different wheels so that you do go around the bend. When ESC is activated, when it's putting all those bits of braking on the different wheels, the light, this light will appear on the dashboard just for a couple of seconds. Okay, the light will come onto the dashboard just for a couple of seconds, but it doesn't take long for the car to come under control again, because you won't know what's happening. You only know because there's a light on. If the light stays on all the time, that means you've got a problem with your ESC system. Cool. So I've talked about ABS, anti-lock braking system. I've talked about ESC, electronic stability control. Both of those use wheel speed sensors. Both of those know how fast your wheels are moving. Okay, they both know how fast the car wheels are moving. ESC, electronic stability control, also uses steering angle sensors. So they know what steering you put onto your car. If you've steered, ESC knows, because it's thinking, well, she's steered, she should now be going that way. And if you're not, there's a problem, and ESC will help you. Thanks for sharing, Lauren. Okay, let's come back to a question. What does it mean if the ESC indicator lamp lights up while you're driving? What does it mean? Does it mean the ESC system has activated? Does it mean the ESC system has a fault? The ESC system is running a routine test? The ESC system is turned off? Which one does it mean? A, B, C or D. Put loads and loads and loads of answers in now. And then if I've helped, because sometimes with a lesson like this is why the course is great, because sometimes you think, actually, I want to listen to that more than once, just so it properly goes into my head. So if you need to listen to it again, then sign up for my course. Keep watching my lives. I'll go through it again next week. You're absolutely right. Hannah, is that what Hannah? The ESC system has activated. If the ESC light comes on, it means the ESC system has activated. You do nothing about it before, but you do now. You do now. That's my super safety systems. Super safety systems, anti-lock braking system and electronic stability control that you need to know so that you can drive safely and make safe decisions. You don't want a light flashing up on your dashboard and thinking, what was that? I don't know what that was. Okay? So let me tell you who I am, and I'll move on to the next lesson. If the indicated light doesn't come out, there's a problem with your there's a problem with your ESC system. If it comes on for a couple of seconds, you're fine. I hope I'm helping you, Ryan. I'm alive again this evening. Yeah, I'll be live this evening. I'll be doing questions this evening, and I'm going to try and come live this afternoon as well. I'm going to try for 3 times a day. See if my voice will hold out. Every morning will be a lesson. Every evening will be a question session. And in the afternoons, I'll go over my course, just questions that are on my course. So you won't see me, you'll just see the questions. I want to know, is this the first time watching me? M Living 365. I should be live for another 9 till 11:30 in the mornings. So 11:30 I should be finishing, but it may be 12. At the earliest, 11:30. Hello, Annie. Hey, Annie from Annie. It's your first time watching me. Let me tell you who I am. And welcome. Thank you for joining me. My name is Annie. I'm an ADI. That means I'm an approved driving instructor. I've been a grade A instructor for about 10 years. I'm also an audit instructor trainer. That means I'm on the official register for driving instructor trainers. I have trained my son to be a driving instructor. I've trained my husband, who's also a dentist. He should be on here now watching. I've trained him to be a driving instructor. I've trained many other people to be driving instructors, and I run a driving school based in Knutsford and Northwich in Cheshire. I'm also a theory test expert. I became a theory test expert because so many people were getting in touch with me saying to me, I failed my theory test. I don't know how to revise from a theory test. I don't understand this particular thing. I failed it once. I failed it multiple times. I failed it more than 20 times. I have people who failed it as much as 20 times, a few people. So I became a theory test expert. I created a theory test course eventually. Put all my knowledge and all my worksheets and everything together, making sure that everything you need is in this course. And it's only $34.99, so it's the price of one single 1 hour driving lesson. If you like the way I explain ESC and ABS, then you know I can help you within this course. There's all sorts of stuff like worksheets and fact lists and all the official questions and topic quizzes and full tests and everything you need, techniques for passing, techniques for doing hazard perception. My course has won an award for the most innovative driving school. My driving school has won an award for superior achievement and excellence. The DVSA have looked at my courses. They're very happy with my courses, and they have given me all the official questions, and they've updated me yesterday, which is awesome. I mean, really quite exciting to receive that email to say you have got all the official updates. Here they are. So Simone has taken my course and said, I wanted to share, I passed my theory with such a high mark on the multiple choice questions, 69 out of 75 on the hazard perception. This is a huge thank you to you, as your online course and TikToks helped me thoroughly. This course here is, I've linked it there for you. You'll get a free hazard perception course if you sign up while I'm live. If I take your course with a price, do I pass? Or is it just to learn? It's to learn, Ryan. The theory test is an official government thing. You have to go to an official government test centre to take your theory test. It can't be done with a driving instructor or a teacher or a trainer like I am. Nassar is Jamal. I've linked it below for you. There you go. I've linked it there for you. So let me go over owners and keepers with you right now. When am I doing hazard perception this week? I don't know. Maybe I need to do that. Maybe I need to get a schedule and tell people exactly what I'm doing. Maybe I don't. Let people join me anyway, because it's all is in my course, isn't it? But I'm not sure when I'm doing. But I'll be live every day this week, and it will be one of those lessons. So let's start with a question. Who's legally responsible for ensuring that a vehicle registration document is updated? Is it the registered vehicle keeper, the owner, the licensing authority, or your insurance company? So pop your answers in. I'll go through the lesson, and then you'll find Art with Maria, was that? You'll find this particular question. And lots of questions like it, super easy if you stay watching for 5 or 6 minutes. I'm hungry. Because lots of people get mixed up with this one. And I'm going to take away any thoughts you've got that are not correct. I'm going to make it super, super easy. Chinny Naomi, yeah, that's what people say. They say it's A or B, A or B. And I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you to understand. So stay with me for 5 minutes. Remember, this is interactive. I need you to interact lots and lots with me. I need you to double tap the screen for me to tell me that you're enjoying what I'm doing and to give me motivation to carry on. I'll be live every morning for at least 2.5 hours, every afternoon for at least an hour, and every evening for an hour for you if I get lots of interaction and if people are liking what I'm doing. Because I want to help you. Annie Winterburn here, making theory easy. Okay, so when you buy a car, you will get a vehicle registration document. This document goes with the car. And on this vehicle registration document, there'll be information on it, like the date the vehicle was first registered, the registration number, the previous owners, the registered keeper, the make of the vehicle, the engine size, the colour, all of that stuff and more will be in this document, this vehicle registration document. Notice that the registered keeper is on this document. So what I want to do is go through registered keeper versus owner. What is the difference? Now, do you know the difference? Just put a yes or a no. Do you know the difference between the registered keeper and the owner? Pass second time. Awesome. Yes, no, yes, no, no, yes, yes, yes. And some people know because I've taught them in here. Some people will have known anyway. Cool. So registered keeper versus the owner. Let me talk about those because it's super easy when you know. It is super easy when you know. So the owner of a car is the person who pays for the car. They're the ones that hand the money over. Okay, they've paid for it. The registered keeper of a car is the person who uses or keeps the car. Samuel, how did it go? The registered keeper is the person who uses or keeps the car. The registered keeper is not necessarily the legal owner. Let me tell you what I mean by that. The registered keeper might be the owner. The registered keeper might not be the owner. If your mum buys a car and she pays for it, she is the owner of the car. But if she's bought it so that you can use it, you are the registered keeper and she is the owner. You are the registered keeper. You are the person responsible for the car. You, as the registered keeper, the one who's using and keeping it, is responsible for the tax, the MOT. The registered keeper is responsible for the insurance. The registered keeper is responsible for updating the registration document. The registered keeper is responsible for making sure the car is roadworthy. The registered keeper is responsible for paying any fines. Does that make sense? Your mum, she bought the car. She's the owner of the car, but you're using it and you're keeping it. So you're the one who's responsible. Does that make sense now? The owner and the keeper may be the same person. I bought a car recently. I bought a new, what did I buy? What did I buy, guys? What did I buy? I bought a new car. And I own the car and I'm going to be using and keeping it. So I am the owner and I am the registered keeper as well. But a Nissan Duke, Bradley Dolan, thank you. I bought a Nissan Duke very recently. Why didn't I remember that, honestly? I've got so much in my head trying to teach you. Yes, I bought a Nissan Duke a few weeks ago. I bought it, so I own it. I'm using it, so I'm the registered keeper of it. Okay, so if When years and years and years ago, I worked for the National Health Service, and I got a company car. So the company, the National Health Service, owned the car. I used the car, so I was the registered keeper of the car. Does that make sense? Stacey, I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm really sorry if that's the case, though. That shouldn't be the case. If that, I'm just going to give you a smile just to say I'm sorry. That's a smile to say I'm sorry, nothing else. Okay, that makes sense. Awesome, brilliant. So owner owns it, registered keeper uses and keeps it. So who's legally responsible for ensuring that a vehicle registration document is updated? The registered vehicle keeper or the owner, the licensing authority or your insurance company. Now, people get mixed up with, is it the registered vehicle keeper or is it the owner? So let's get rid of the other two questions. Who's responsible, guys? Now you know the answer, don't you? Who is responsible? Is it the person who owns it, the person who paid for it? Or is it the person who's using and keeping it? You know the answer now, don't you? And this feels absolutely awesome because you are all getting it right now. You're absolutely right. Keep them coming, keep them coming. Double tap the screen if you learned something. The registered vehicle keeper is the person responsible for keeping the registration documents updated. The registered vehicle keeper is responsible for tax and insurance. The registered vehicle keeper is responsible for the car. The owner owns the car. That's my owners and keepers lesson. And so many people, what they do is they see these owners, the questions like this one, and they guess the answer and get it right and think, I know that. But when the question is asked in a different way, they get it wrong because they didn't understand the difference between owner and registered keeper. And what I want you to do now is just double tap the screen if you agree that the difference is super easy. No one explained the difference to me. I had to do my research and think, really, how can I explain this? And I suddenly thought, oh yeah, it's actually really, really easy. And then I broke it down in these number of slides to make it super simple for you. So now you understand exactly what is meant by owners and keepers. Do you agree that it's actually super easy? Do you agree? Yeah, it does. That's my owners and keepers. This will be on YouTube, and the whole 3 hours, 2.5 hours will be on YouTube, and I will put a list of when owners and keepers. So I'll say something like 1 hour to 1 hour 20 minutes is owners and keepers, so you can go and watch it later today. Okay, every lesson this week will be on YouTube. The official government figures are 1.9 million tests taken, 879,000 passes. The official government figures are there's a 47% pass rate. The official government figures are there's a 53% fail rate. I'm here to try and change this. I want to help you because I can help you. I can make theory easy for you. People are failing for all kinds of reasons, and it's not because they can't learn. People are failing because they don't know how to study. They have no motivation to study. They don't speak English as a first language. They can't read or don't like reading. They're too busy. They feel like they've got to do hours and hours of studying a day. Do 10 minutes at a time, guys. 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the afternoon, 10 minutes in the evening. And even if you want to carry on after 10 minutes, close it up. Shut it down. Don't do any more. Keep yourself motivated by doing short, sharp bits of learning. Of course, if your theory test is coming up in the next couple of days and you want to spend a lot of time, then that's absolutely fine. But if you've got time, 10 minutes 3 times a day will really, really help you. Because failing is embarrassing. People tell me it's embarrassing. Stacey, have you passed now, Stacey? Foe, is that Foe? You got those this Friday. Good luck for Friday. Stay with me. Be lots and lots of stuff in TikTok this week to help you. This course will help you to pass next time, if you go all the way through it, it will pass. Because failing, people tell me when they go back to say to the family, oh, I failed it again, I've taken it twice and I failed it for the third time. They say that that's really, really embarrassing. Is that the way it is for you? Let me know, just put a me if that's for you. Or it's frustrating because they've done everything that the driving instructor tells them they should have done, or the parents or the friends say do all that, and then they go and fail it, and they find that really, really frustrating. It's definitely a waste of time, isn't it, having to go to a test centre and coming back with a fail result. It's definitely a waste of money at £23 a time. And you can't actually, it's frustrating, says Dolce. Yeah, absolutely. And frustrating, says Sophia. Yeah. You can't book your driving test until you pass your theory test. So that in itself is really, really frustrating. Who's ready for the driving test but can't book it because they haven't passed the theory test? Let me know. Now, people are saying all the time, I was 1 mark off, I was 2 marks off. That is really the most common message that I get, that I've failed it with only 1 mark off, or I failed it with only 2 marks off. Yeah, loads of people here ready for the driving test but can't take it. Who has failed by 1 or 2 marks? Can you just let me know, now or in the past, who's ever failed by 1 or 2 marks? Because I have people saying I failed by 1 or 2 marks once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Because, yeah, lots of people, because you feel like if you failed it by 1 or 2, you feel like, actually, I'm almost there. I'll go and take it again straight away. And you're almost there again, and you're almost there again, and you're almost there again. And that can happen multiple times. And that's not what I want to happen for you. I want to give you a way of learning. So by the time you go to your test, you will be getting 49, 50 out of 50, not scraping a pass. I want to teach you to pass your theory test, and that's why I created a theory test course, and I put in worksheets, I put in video tutorials, I put in fact lists, I put in all the official questions, I put in first attempt failed by 3 months. Have you passed now? Everything you need, so you will be 100% prepared to pass. You haven't done this before, have you? You've done an app, or you've been through a book, but you haven't done a course where somebody is teaching you, and that's what helps. Everyone that does my course passes. There's nobody that does the whole course that fails. There's nobody ever got in touch with me to say I've done your whole course and have failed it. I'm not going to charge £69.95 that it's worth. Thank you, Abby. I'm only going to charge the price of one single 1 hour driving lesson. Let me show you what's in it and give my voice a break for 60 seconds. Let me show you what's in the theory test course and how you'll go through it to guarantee you're 100% test ready. Go to the introduction first, so you've got a really good understanding of what's expected in the theory test and how to go through the course. There are 14 different theory test topics. Let me show you what's in the accidents topic. You can download and print off a worksheet to fill in if you want to. You can fill it in while you're watching the video tutorials. Then you can listen to a fact list before you go and have a go at all of the official DVSA practice questions for that topic. When you've got all of the questions correct, have a go at the mock test for that topic. And when you get 10 out of 10 in the mock test, move on to the next topic and go through all of the topics in the same way, so that by the time you get to the case studies and the full mock tests, you'll find answering the questions easy. And there's other stuff in the course as well. Does anybody in here suffer from anxiety? Let me know if anybody in here suffers from anxiety, because I realised, just put a me in the comments. Stacey, Naomi, how long does it take to complete the course? Between 2 and 6 weeks, most people. Some people take a week, go over it in a week. Yeah, I realised that lots of people do suffer from anxiety. And so I became an NLP master practitioner, it actually cost me thousands of pounds. It actually took months of my time and weeks away from home to become an NLP master practitioner and a master practitioner of hypnosis. I did that so I could help, because so many people were failing due to anxiety, driving tests and theory tests through anxiety, not because of a lack of knowledge or ability. And I thought, I can help with this. I want to do something to help. So completed the course, and I created techniques to help get rid of anxiety, and so you could go to your test feeling calm, feeling confident, feeling whatever way you want to feel. And you don't fail for anxiety when you've been through these techniques. I've also put into my course techniques to help you score well in your hazard perception test, and I put in techniques to help you to answer any theory test question. And there's free bonuses. If you sign up while I'm live, here's the course. It's help people with ADHD as well, but have a look and see what you think. Click on the pinned link and see how you think it could help you. But it just gives you that step-by-step process to do in your own time when you're ready. And I have these lives as well that helps you. Good luck for 2 hours. Deep breaths. Take 5 deep breaths in for 5, out for 7 or 8. Do that a few times. You have ADHD as well, Bradley. So this course will help and give you that step-by-step process to go through in order to pass. The free bonuses that you get, I didn't talk about them: hazard perception course, hypnosis course, top 10 reasons for failing, and top 20 hardest theory tests. They're both ebooks. They're worth £35, just under £35. You pay once. You use the course for as long as you need it. Like I say, it takes most people between 2 and 6 weeks to go all the way through it. Sort that out. You'll quickly see what will happen is you will get an email. It'll be automated. You get it immediately. So you can start the course immediately. Start at the beginning, start at the introduction, and you'll very quickly start to see and hear how you're going to pass. Here's some people that have passed. Have you got a question? Let me know. Put it in the question box and I will answer those in a minute. Okay, so so passed theory yesterday thanks for your help. Passed after 13 attempts and through your course. I passed. Carla May Smith said I passed my theory 6th time after buying your course on the 19th of September, which is all awesome for me. And now it's time to ask Annie. I was looking at the questions then a second ago. Cool. Can you go through the numbers on the road sign? Let me make a note of that, and I'll add that to my list of videos to put onto TikTok and onto YouTube. Is the mock exam on internet any good? I presume you're talking about the free exam, the free mock test. Well, taking mock tests, who does this? Let me know who does this. Who just takes mock tests, or who bought an app and started doing mock tests? Let me know who did that. Who bought an app and went straight to do mock tests? Lots of people. So that's what people do. Lots and lots of people do, and that's not just learner drivers. That's people who are taking other theory tests as well. They go straight and take a mock test and see how close they are to being test ready. That mock test is testing you. Why would you take a test before you've done the work? Why would you take a test or a practice test before you've done any learning? Okay, so don't go and do those mock tests. You need to do the learning. Free mock tests on the internet. It's good to have a go at when you've been through your work, when you've got the knowledge, when you've been through my course. Then go and find some other free mock tests. But otherwise, no, you don't know who that's doing. I've seen mock tests that have questions in that aren't even in the theory test anymore, or questions that are not included that are in the theory test now, or questions that have changed. So no, free mock tests. If it's free, it's for a reason, isn't it? If it's free, it's for a reason. So the course, going through the course is the best way of doing it, and then go through mock tests. You can go through this course and you will pass next time. The course is only the price of one single 1 hour driving lesson. Don't forget to subscribe to me. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok. Follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, I should say. Follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. I'm here to help you to pass your theory test. Is this your first time watching me? Let me know. Who's watched me for the first time? Who has seen me before? You've watched loads of my lives, Bradley. That's awesome. Some people are watching me for the first time. This is brilliant. So let me tell you who I am. And while I'm telling you who I am, why don't you tell me where you're watching me from? What part of the country are you in? And I'll give a couple of shout outs if I can, but it's really hard to do them all because there was lots and lots of people. Stacey, you watch me loads, that's awesome. My name is Annie. I'm from Newcastle and London and Nottingham and Newcastle upon Tyne and Derby and Newport, Nottinghamshire, what was that? Doncaster, Somerset, Kettering, Oxford, Oldham, but Romania, Northern Ireland, London, Scotland. Hi everybody from all over the place. My name is Annie. Thank you, Abby Lee. I'm an ADI. That means I'm an approved driving instructor. I'm also an audit trainer. I train people to become driving instructors, and I'm a theory test expert. I created this course to help you to pass your theory test. This course will help you. Hi from Basingstoke and Oldham. How are you? Thanks for joining me. This course will help you to pass your theory test. If you're struggling, if you want to know, if you're in Gravesend or Coventry or Harrow or Cheshire and you want to know how to pass your theory test on your first or your next attempt, this course will do it for you. I've been awarded the most innovative driving school for the course. I've been awarded superior achievement and excellence from a driving school. But this, what makes me really proud is the DVSA have looked at my course, Hi from Harrow, and they have given me all of the official DVSA questions. So taking free tests on the internet won't help you to prepare for your theory test. You need to invest in yourself. Whether you invest in an app, and an app will give you. An app will give you all of the, an app will give you all of the, a good app will give you all of the official questions, okay, and answers and case studies. My course, Hi from Warrington, I'm going to Warrington later, to the gym. My course will give you all of this stuff in addition to what an app will give you. Make sure it's a good app. You make sure you're practicing the most updated questions which are in my course. And I'm really proud the DVSA have looked at my courses, like my courses, and have given me all the questions. And I'm more proud of messages like this. Stay with me. I'm going through crossings in a second. If you struggle with crossings, this is an awesome lesson. And I have changed it over the weekend. So Cimarron gave me a 5-star review and said I wanted to share that I passed my theory with such a high mark on the multiple choice questions and 69 out of 75 for hazard perception. This is a huge thank you to you, as your online course and TikToks helped me thoroughly. Kind regards, Cimarron. Isn't that awesome? So who struggles with crossings? How do we know when you're going live? Follow me and click on the notification bell. But I'll be going live at 9:30 till about 9 o'clock till about 11:30 every morning. But follow me on TikTok. I'll let you know when the next one is. And it's on my social media pages, absolutely. So crossings made simple. Let me go through it with you. Let's first of all start with a question. Thank you, Valerie. At a puffin crossing, which colour follows the green signal? Is it flashing amber, steady red, flashing green, or steady amber? It's not going to be confusing in a minute. Stay with me 5, 6, 7 minutes. I'll go through this lesson and you will then find crossings super easy. There are a few different things you need to know that I'm going to teach you, and I'm going to make it easy for you to learn. So pop the answer in. If you don't know, put IDK, please, because I want to know who doesn't know. It's good for me to know if I'm helping people. It's good for me to know if everybody just knows the answer already. So please put IDK if you're somebody who doesn't know the answer. Cool. Because what you'll do is you'll see everybody putting answers in. You think, oh my goodness, I'm the only person that doesn't know. As soon as some people put IDK up, thinking, well, I'm not the only one that doesn't know. Some people are getting it wrong. Some people are guessing. Some people are getting it right. But I want to know if you don't know. So there's a couple of things you need to know. The first thing you need to know is the traffic light sequence. I've been through that this morning already. So if you've been with me from the beginning, you might have seen this. But do you know the traffic light sequence? I want some yeses and some nos in the comments now. Do you know the traffic light sequence? Just put a yes or a no. Yes, 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 yes. No, I need to know if you don't know. If everybody says yes, then I would skip this bit and say, well, you all know the traffic light sequence, so let me move on to the next bit. Okay, so if you don't know, I need to know you don't know. So lots of yeses, but lots of no's coming in now. I know you know Emma, I know that I'm Bradley, you get mixed up. Now, the traffic light sequence is, I want you to say these words out loud. Just say these words out loud. The traffic light sequence is really easy. When you answer theory test questions about traffic, about what light comes on next, etc., etc., you try and memorise the answer, don't you? You don't think, I need to learn the sequence, so let me learn this. I mean, some people will, but most people don't. We just don't. That's not what I did either. I didn't think, oh, let me learn the sequence. I thought, yeah, that's the answer to that question. That's the answer to that question. But in the theory test, the questions will be different in the actual theory test. So you need to know the actual sequence. And there are 5 steps. Just put a big yes in the comment if you think, of course I can learn 5 steps. I can learn nursery rhymes which are longer than that. I've learned songs which are longer than that. Of course I can learn it. I don't know it now, but of course I can learn it. Okay, so the sequence is, I'll do it a couple of times for you so you can hear the pattern to it. The sequence is red, red and amber, green, amber, red. Say it again. Red, red and amber, green, amber, red. Red, red and amber, green, amber, red. So it goes down and it goes up again. Red, red and amber, green, amber, red. So say that out loud with me. Please say it with me. Don't make me make a fool of myself on my own in my office staring at myself. So do it with me and then put D in the comments for done. The sequence of traffic lights is red, red and amber, green, amber, red. See, if no one puts done, I'm just making a fool. Thank you, guys. I'm just making a fool of myself. Yeah, red, red and amber, green, amber, red. Red, red and amber, green, amber, red. Now, I'm not going to say it. You're going to say it out loud or whisper it. It's easy, isn't it? Come on, guys. Double tap the screen if you think, of course, it's easy. Loads of you have joined in with me. That's awesome. That's the sequence. Now, the other thing you need to know, and I want to go through with you, is what these lights mean. It's really important you know what these lights mean. But in the meantime, all throughout today, I want you to be saying to yourself, red, red and amber, green, amber, red. Go and tell your family, go and tell your dog, tell it to the wall, red, red and amber, green, amber, red. It's super, super easy. If you look at them as you say the song, good for memory it is. Make a chant, make a song out of it. I can say it in my sleep. Of course I can, because I say it all the time. It's super easy. It's 5 steps. 5 steps, super easy. Now, what do these mean? This is the really, really important that you know what these lights mean. So we know what red means, don't we, guys? Do we know what red means? Put it in the comments. What does red mean? This is easy. What does red mean? Red means stop and wait. Absolutely. So you've got red and amber. What does red and amber mean? Have a think about this. What must you do when it's red and amber? Bradley, Lizzie, what must you do when it's red and amber? What must you do? Not what can you do, what must you do? You must wait. Fantastic. You can get ready, you can prepare, but you must stop and wait. Fantastic. Okay, you must stop. So red and amber means stop and wait. You can get ready, but it means stop and wait. And you go for green. Wait for green, Ellen. Awesome. Red and amber. Red, stop. Red and amber, stop. Green, go. And then it goes to amber on its own. Steady amber. What steady amber comes before red? What must you do when it's steady amber? Someone put some comments in now. What must you do when it's steady amber? Steady amber comes before red. Red and amber, green, amber, red. You must, Scott Biddle, you must stop and wait on steady amber as well. Now, if you're just on the line or just over the line, you're going to have to keep on moving. You stop and wait if it's safe, but it means stop and wait. So there's only one light that means go. Only green means go. Stop and wait, go, stop and wait, stop and wait. Only one of them means go. Really important that you know that. So I've been through the traffic light sequence, red and amber, green, amber, red. I've been through what all of them mean, and they all mean stop and wait other than the green. There is no yellow, it's amber, and amber means stop and wait. It means stop and wait. If you're going to put a different answer to that, then you're going to be answering theory test questions wrong and breaking the law. Cool. So what you need to know, the third thing you need to know is the difference between the pedestrian crossings. So I'll go over those now. Shadow, that's clever. Nobody else could do that. Okay, so what you need to know is the difference between the pedestrian crossings. Okay, so we've got a zebra crossing. A zebra crossing is not a traffic light control crossing. A zebra crossing has black and white markings across the road like a zebra, and it has beacons at either side. So the black and white stripy poles with the orange baubles on top are called beacons. Okay, does that make sense? Let me know. Let me know if that makes sense. Put some yeses. I need some interaction, guys. That makes sense, Abby. Thank you. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so let's go through a zebra crossing question. What must you do if a pedestrian is waiting at a zebra crossing? I think sometimes my internet's delayed. I'm seeing the answers slightly later than you're putting them in. What must you do if a pedestrian is waiting at a zebra crossing? A, wait patiently, or B, wave them to cross. Yeah, so the answer there absolutely is wait patiently. We must wait patiently for pedestrians to cross over the road. We are never going to wave them to cross. Why do we not wave people to cross? Evam Cherry, also, we never wave at a pedestrian. Why do we not tell them to cross? Why is that Seleka? Absolutely. Why would that be incredibly dangerous? Might not be able to see you is quite a good answer, actually. They might not be able to see you. It could distract them. They need to make their own decision. Another vehicle, says Gil Andrea, another vehicle could come from the other direction. Okay, so you can say, go on, you cross over in front of me, and you can't see a vehicle whizzing towards them from the other side that goes into them. You need to take some responsibility for that. So never wave a pedestrian to cross. Wait patiently, always. Cool. Now, next crossing is an equestrian crossing. An equestrian crossing is a traffic light controlled pedestrian crossing that has exactly the same sequence as I've already talked about. It goes red, red and amber, green, amber, red. Exactly the same, with exactly the same meanings. An equestrian crossing is for horse riders and pedestrians to use together. An equestrian crossing is going to be wider so that horses and pedestrians can fit on the crossing. It's going to have a button that's really high up, so the rider doesn't have to get off the horse to press the button. Does that make sense? Okay, that's an equestrian crossing, crossing number 1. Crossing number 2 is a toucan crossing. A toucan crossing is another traffic light controlled pedestrian crossing which has exactly the same sequence and exactly the same meaning. It goes red, red and amber, green, amber, red. Exactly the same. A toucan crossing is also for two to use together. It's for cyclists and pedestrians to use together. If you can easily remember that a toucan crossing is for cyclists and pedestrians, if you think of the words toucan and two can cross, let me know if that makes sense. Double tap the screen or give me a yes if that makes sense. Yes, Ellen, bicycles and pedestrians can cross together in a toucan crossing. Fab, and we'll move on to the next crossing. Cool. Now, a puffin crossing is another traffic light controlled pedestrian crossing that has exactly the same sequence with exactly the same meanings. It goes red, red and amber, green, amber, red. Exactly the same. A puffin crossing knows when a pedestrian is about to cross the road. A puffin crossing is an intelligent crossing. It has, see this sensor here, this black arrow pointing to a sensor. So it has a sensor to detect if anyone is on the crossing. A puffin crossing, like I say, is intelligent. If you think of puffin, P-U-F-I-N, puff-in, intelligence. So a puffin crossing is intelligent. It has exactly the same sequence. As I said before, it has exactly the same sequence, red, red and amber, green, amber, red. But it might change a bit quicker if it knows no one's on the crossing. Does that make sense? Let me know. Puffin is the intelligent one with exactly the same sequence as all the other crossings. That makes sense. Okay, so you know now that a puffin crossing goes red, red and amber, green, amber, red. But it might not stay on the green for very long if no one's on the crossing. And it might stay on the red for longer if it knows people are on the crossing. But it still goes red, red and amber, green, amber, red. A pelican crossing is another traffic light controlled pedestrian crossing, but this one has a different sequence. It's the only one that has a different sequence. So write this down, remember it. Pelican crossing is the one that has a different sequence with a different meaning. So a pelican crossing goes red flashing amber, green, amber, red. Red flashing amber, green, amber, red. So instead of red and amber, it has flashing amber. Remember, red and amber means stop and wait. Steady amber means stop and wait. But flashing amber means something different. What do you think flashing amber means? What does flashing amber actually mean? It means, why can't I do it too? It means you can go if the road is clear. Flashing amber means stop and wait if there's pedestrians on the crossing, but flashing amber means go if there's no pedestrians on the crossing. Okay, so different to all the other traffic lights and all the other crossings. You have experienced one of these, Bradley, yeah. And you need to know, because if you stop and wait on flashing amber and nobody is on the crossing and you're in your driving test, or you're driving after your driving test, how are people behind you going to feel? What is the result of your test going to be if you stop and wait on flashing amber and it's not necessary? You're causing an obstruction, you're causing an irritation, you're frustrating people. Cool. So a pelican crossing has the flashing amber instead of red and amber. The puffin crossing is intelligent with the same traffic light sequence. Let's come back to the question, and you're going to get it right now, all of you who said I don't understand. At a puffin crossing, so if it's safe to do so, you go, yeah. Yeah, they will at Evan, weren't they? Okay, so at a puffin crossing, which colour follows the green signal? Now, there's two of these that are rubbish. We know it's an amber answer. We know it's an amber answer. We know they're testing that. So we're going to get rid of steady red and flashing green. Let's get rid of those two answers. So we're only left with flashing amber or steady amber. So let's come back to this as a reminder. You will get asked in your theory test, because they will expect you to know the difference between a puffin and a pelican crossing. A puffin crossing is intelligent with the same traffic light sequence. A pelican crossing has a flashing amber phase. So what's the answer to the question? At a puffin crossing, which colour follows the green signal? Is it A, flashing amber, or D, steady amber? And if you now understand more or understand it at all because of what I've taught you, then please double tap the screen and let me know. That'd be awesome. Let me know if I have actually helped you. That'd be brilliant. I'll wait for, thank you, Abdul. I'll wait for a few more answers to come in. Yeah, loads and loads and loads of correct answers there, and the answer, you're absolutely right, is steady amber, and that's my crossings made simple. So I've taught you what the traffic light sequence is. I've taught you what all the different traffic light colours mean. I've taught you about the 5 different types of crossings, and also that it's the pelican crossing has the flashing amber phase. The puffin crossing is the same sequence as all the other lights, but it is the one that's intelligent. Puff-in, intelligence. So I hope that has really, really helped you to understand more about crossings. What I've taught you there is the information that you need to answer loads of questions about crossings, loads of questions about traffic lights. Leah, I don't know why you're here, but welcome anyway. So I've included crossings made simple, and I've talked about 5 crossings. I've talked about the traffic light sequence. I've talked about what traffic lights mean, because I'm trying to make theory easy for you. My name is Annie, and I'm here making theory easy, because the official government figures are, good luck for today, Mia. The official government figures are that 1.9 million people are taking theory tests every year, and there's 879,000 passes. That means there's a 47% pass rate, which is really, do you agree that's really low? What do I do? I'm driving test. If a cyclist and not enough room, do I have to wait? What do you, Callum, I know you know what to do. I know you do. But you know what, when we've got a test, we tend to overthink things, don't we? We tend to overthink. You're thinking, well, I want to get past and show progress, but I want to keep the cyclist safe. Keep the cyclist safe, Callum, is what you need to do. And that's the most important thing, without being overly cautious. So make sure there's no solid white line next to you. You can't overtake then. and make sure there's enough space for you to get out, get past the cyclist and come back again. Make sure you signal before you come out, but keeping the cyclist safe. So I can't answer the question. If there's not enough space, you don't go. It's the safest thing, honestly. But I know we all overthink. Even driving instructors would overthink if we're being tested. You know, think, oh God, crikey, I hope I'm doing the right thing here. Okay, so don't worry about it. The more you worry and think about it, the more you make the wrong decision. Just do what is the safest option. Yeah? Cool. Okay, so I'm trying to help you here. Would I not be holding traffic up? No, Callum, you are not holding traffic up. The cyclist is holding traffic up. And the cyclist is allowed to be holding traffic up. They are allowed to cycle on the road, but you are not holding them up. Okay? I understand where you're coming from. I understand why you're thinking that. But you, and even if the car behind you is going, come on, what are you doing? What are you waiting for? It's not safe. Shall I tell you a 2-second story? I was in the car with my husband, Eddie. Eddie's on here now. And we were behind a cyclist and there was a bend. So we couldn't go around the cyclist, but the car behind was beeping, flashing, going, come on, go past him. What are you doing? What are you doing? We refused to go because there was a bend and there was a child on a bike in front of us, about a 14-year-old child. Okay, so the next thing is this child puts their arm out. They're going to go home. They're going to go into their house, and the car behind decides to overtake us. The car behind was making a very, very unsafe, very dangerous decision, and we had to stop him from overtaking. He could have killed the child, but please don't go if it's not safe. There's always somebody who wants to go. So, oh, come on, just squeeze past. Don't do that. Let's not kill a cyclist. That makes sense. You are not holding them up, the cyclist is. Okay, 53% of people are failing their theory test for all kinds of reasons. They're failing because they have anxiety, because they have dyslexia, because they have no time to study, they have no motivation to study. They're failing because they have ADHD. They're failing because, help me guys, they're failing because they don't study. They're failing because they find studying boring. They're failing for, yeah, awesome. Don't worry about it. You just do what's safe and you'll be fine. Don't let other people tell you what's safe, because you know, you're at least 17 years old. You know what the safe option is. Not understanding it, people are failing. Absolutely. All kinds of reasons why people are failing. And people are often failing by 1 or 2 marks. By 1 or 2 marks. If you're failing by 1 or 2 marks, don't think to yourself, I'm almost there. I don't want to put you down, but please don't think I'm almost there. I'll pass next time because I'm only 1 mark off. Because I know people fail by 1 mark time and time and time again. Why do people with ADHD? You have to ask people with ADHD. I don't know. Maybe it's because they struggle to concentrate and focus for long enough, but I don't know. You'd have to ask them. So people find failing embarrassing. Lucia, I forgot that. We didn't take. If English is not your first language, it's going to be hard. I mean, fancy going to take a test, guys. All of you guys who do speak English as a first language, imagine going to live in Spain and taking the test in Spanish. That would be hard, wouldn't it? And that's how we can understand why people fail and why you need extra help. And that's what my course has for you. What I want to do is teach you to pass your theory test. I want to teach you, and I created this course, and there are worksheets that you can fill in, like this one here, if you want to. You can fill them in if you want to. There are video tutorials that you can watch. You should watch the video tutorials. There's about 90 of them. Watch them while you're filling in the worksheet. The course is amazing, says Scott Biddle. Thank you so much. Watch the video tutorials while you're filling in the worksheets. You've got that extra understanding. There's a fact list. Does anybody agree? Right, okay, so who's ever learned the words of a song just because they've listened to the song? Who's ever learned the words of a song just because you've listened to the song? You can even learn you can't even learn these because you've listened red and amber. It's too high up, it's too high. Red, red and amber, green, amber, red. Red, red and amber, green, amber, red. You can make that into a song and learn it just because you've listened to it. You've learned the words of a song, you've listened to a song, you find yourself singing along to a song. Well, of course we've all done it. Of course we have, haven't we, Siobhan? How do you know how to talk? Because you listened. You learned nursery rhymes because you listened. You learned the words of a song because you listened to it. I know the chant for Newcastle chant because I listened to it. Absolutely. We learn things because we listen. So I've got a massive microphone over there and a sound box. I think that's what you call it. And I spent hours and hours, weeks talking into that microphone. So every single question, answer, hint and fact list is audio. So you can listen. Why? Because you learn without even trying when you listen. And you can use times where you're not sat in front of your device. You can use times to listen as well. So you can listen while you're in the gym. You can listen while, come put some responses in here, guys. When could you listen to the fact list and be learning without even trying to learn? What else could you be doing during the day while you're learning without even trying? You write notes when you listen to the audio, do you, Bradley? How awesome are you? That's brilliant. So you could be on the bus, you could be cooking. What does somebody else say? You could be cooking, you could be cleaning. All of those times doing your housework, all of that stuff in the bath, absolutely. On your way to college, yeah, all the way to school, yeah. Of course you can. You can be using those times to revise because that information will be going in here while you're in the bath. Yeah, it will be going into your mind and you will be able to recall that information so much easier. Jogging is a good one. I always have to listen while I'm out jogging. Dyslexia stops me. Dyslexia won't stop you. It doesn't help though, does it? You can, what I'm trying to say is you can do it. You can do this. There's lots and lots and lots of people who have dyslexia who have passed using this course. You could be on the toilet, and hopefully not in the toilet. Hopefully you mean on the toilet. Yeah, you could be on the toilet. Absolutely, of course you can. Of course you can. You can use all the time, spare time to be listening to 3, 4, 5 minute audios. Good luck for today, Aliyah. If you go all the way through it, you will be 100% prepared to pass your theory test. More than 5,000 people have used this course and passed so far. I need to change this slide because there's people every single day who are telling me they've passed with this course. You learn differently with dyslexia. But I know this course. Have a look at the course. If you have dyslexia, have a look at it. It has helped a lot of people with dyslexia. If you feel you need a one-to-one, if you feel that you need that extra support, then please go to this website here and leave a message. www.testbuddy.app/contact. So if you just screenshot, cut me out of the screenshot, please, or screenshot while I'm smiling, and go and send them a message. Guys, I'm dyslexic and I used it and I passed. Couldn't have done it without Annie's course. Thanks, Siobhan. It's an awesome comment. Thank you, Siobhan. There's lots and lots of people like Siobhan. You'd rather one-to-one. Okay, so go to this message, this here. It won't be me. It will be an awesome instructor, driving instructor, grade A instructor, audit registered trainer. He runs a driving school and is a theory test expert. We work together. Some people on here are already using him or know of him. Scott Biddle says Annie's course is amazing and is very useful. Scott, that's an awesome comment and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And it's only $34.99 if you sign up while I'm live. I'm live for another 5 minutes or so, unless I've got some questions. So the course is only the price of one single 1 hour driving lesson. So while I'm showing you this video, a 1 minute video, just showing you what's in the course. So just watch it and you can see what you're going to see if you sign up for the course. I've got any questions, pop them into the question box. I'll come back to those in a minute. And what particular thing about tunnels, Bradley Dolan? What particular question? Let me know. I'll make some videos on tunnels. You say you failed on tunnels, but you failed because you got about 8 questions wrong. So tunnels might have been one you didn't know, but there'll have been lots of others as well that you got wrong. So it won't be just on tunnels, because you wouldn't have had eight questions on tunnels. I know what you're saying. It's a message I get every single day, lots and lots and lots of times. So I'm just trying to help you, Bradley. But yes, I will write down the word tunnels while you're watching this 1-minute video to show you what's in my course. Remembering, of course, that everything is in my course to help you. So there's my course. Let me show you the video. Let me show you what's in the theory test course and how you'll go through it to guarantee you're 100% test ready. Go to the introduction first, so you've got a really good understanding of what's expected in the theory test and how to go through the course. There are 14 different theory test topics. Let me show you what's in the accidents topic. You can download and print off a worksheet to fill in if you want to. You can fill it in while you're watching the video tutorials. Then you can listen to a fact list before you go and have a go at all of the official DVSA practice questions for that topic. When you've got all of the questions correct, have a go at the mock test for that topic. And when you get 10 out of 10 in the mock test, move on to the next topic and go through all of the topics in the same way, so that by the time you get to the case studies and the full mock tests, you'll find answering the questions easy. So what was the question? Oh, okay, I can't remember. I saw a question as it popped up. Make sure you put questions into the question box and I can answer them in a couple of minutes. Who's that? Somebody who's passed? ZKYA. Awesome. Awesome. Do I have a podcast in Spotify? Not at the moment. I don't. Not at the moment. Something I'll be looking into this later on this year. So if you suffer from anxiety, there are actually anxiety techniques, how to get rid of anxiety and how to go to your test feeling calm, feeling confident, feeling relaxed, feeling excited, however you want to feel. You can go to your course, go into your test feeling. I'm an NLP master practitioner. I'm a master practitioner of hypnosis. I've trained just so I can help you. Broadcast would be useful. Okay, so what? Podcast, Spotify. Have to learn how to do that, wouldn't I? Got work to do first. Okay, there's techniques in the course to score well in your hazard perception. Lots of people do fail and do struggle with the hazard perception part of the test, and I have techniques in this course for how to score well in your hazard perception test, and they really do work. There are techniques on how to answer any multiple choice question. I have a 5-step question technique to answer any multiple choice question, and if you sign up in the next 2 or 3 minutes while I'm live, you get free bonuses as well. You get my hazard perception course, so a whole course about hazard perception, a hypnosis course. So I'm a master practitioner of hypnosis. I've created 3 tracks, one for theory test, one for driving test, and one for driving, and those 3 tracks are yours for you to listen to whenever you want, forever if you want to. Then 2 free ebooks, top 10 reasons for failure, top 20 hardest theory test questions. That is just under £35 worth of bonuses. You'll pay once, you use it for as long as you need it. So most people take between 2 and 6 weeks to go all the way through it. Some people do it in a week. But it's entirely up to you how long you take to go through it. You've got it forever. It's your course to use forever. And as soon as you start to use it, you'll really quickly see and hear how you're going to pass your theory test. You'll really quickly start to feel confident and think, yeah, and now I know I can pass my theory test. Let's move on to these Ask Annies, and I'll come back to some review slides. So, do the questions go into my question box? Your advice, theory first, then learn. What does that mean? Does that mean theory first and then drive? Not necessarily. Most of my learners start driving lessons after about 10 hours. They book the theory test. So not, you can do, but not necessarily. how many questions are there in the theory test? Lovely facts. There are 50 questions in the theory test. Shah Foodies, can I get your live timetable? I will be live on TikTok every weekday at 9 a.m. till 11:30. Every weekday at, sorry, I just have to check my diary, I can't remember what time I decided on, 4 o'clock. And every weekday at 6:30. So 9, 4 and 6:30 every day this week, if I make it and if I get lots of people joining in and following those. I'll do it if I'm needed. The new highway code is confusing. The new highway code, it might seem confusing, but it's actually, as a driver, it's actually really simple. And as to take your theory test, there's no changes anyway. There is no changes for taking the theory test with the highway code, so don't worry about that. And as a driver, the only real difference is if you're turning into a new road, if you're turning left or turning right, and there are pedestrians waiting to cross, you need to let them cross over. Now, you'd always turn slowly just in case a pedestrian was going to step onto the road, because if they step onto the road, then they need to let them cross. So when I'm teaching learner drivers, the only difference is you may want to approach the junction a little tiny bit slower to see who's waiting to cross, not just to see who's already crossing. That's the only difference. The other changes are stuff that I have been teaching for years anyway. Like, you shouldn't overtake a cyclist and then turn left immediately in front of them. Why would you do that anyway? Come on, guys, listen, you wouldn't do that, would we? Who would do that anyway? It's just now law that we don't do it. I've always advised people, I've always told people, I've always never ever let that happen anyway. And another rule is you don't overtake horses on the left. Who would do that anyway? You overtake on the right of a horse, okay? So the other changes, don't worry too much about them. Definitely not, says Gemstar. No, I know. So if any changes to the theory test, and there are changes that are about to happen, I know because because the changes to the theory test, because the DVSA emailed me yesterday to tell me, and I'll have a look at that email when I finish this live. So when there's any changes, they will be put into my course immediately. So people in my course will get to know about the changes in the theory test. I will work out what I need to teach people that are in my course. So you're always guaranteed to have the most updated questions. Give me some likes, guys, because I'm almost finished. I should finish at 11:30 and it's just gone. I need to eat something. So yours is tomorrow. You're so nervous. Let me know how you get on. Come back and let me know how you get on. Good luck for tomorrow. Here's some people that have taken my course and passed with my course, because I know my course will help you, and I know you don't go to your test feeling nervous when you go all the way through my course. You go to your test feeling confident. Honestly, it's if you know all the answers to the questions, you understand it all, it's super easy. So just go through my course, and it was super easy for all these people. By far the best theory teacher I've seen. Passed my theory yesterday. Thanks for your help. Passed yesterday and used so many of your techniques. Thank you very much. My daughter passed her theory after going through this course. Anne-Marie is amazing. And Tracy's daughter went through the course in just 3 or 4 days. Tank Girl says, I'm loving the course. It's so helpful. Danielle Perkins said, thanks to your course, I passed my theory after 18 attempts. Give me some likes, guys. Fox Paper Scissors says, I passed my theory yesterday after a failed 13 attempts, and through your course I passed. Carla May Smith says, I passed my theory 6th time after buying your course on the 19th of September, which is awesome. And while I'm live, you only pay $34.99. You only pay the price of one single 1-hour driving lesson. Please subscribe to me. You can click on this link here that I've pinned if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel. This live will go into my YouTube channel. Follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram, but follow me on TikTok where I'll be putting like, let's get 9,000 more likes. Come on guys, let's keep double tapping the screen. Let's get those likes coming in. Shall I not go until I've got that many likes? Your lessons are £26 an hour, are they? That's a cheap. That's not a lot of money. Most are between £30 and £40 an hour. I mean, it depends on where you are, depends on your what your driving instructor wants to charge. How many days learning course? I can't give you how many days. Keep double tapping, guys, for me. That would be awesome. I can't give you how many days. I know some people have taken just 4 days. A lot of people take about a week. Most people take about 2 and 6 weeks. I can't tell you because I don't know how many times you need to watch the video. I don't know if you're going to fill in the worksheet or not. How many times are you going to listen to the fact list? I don't know. How many times you're going to take, how many times is it going to take you to answer all of the questions correctly? I don't know. So it will take between 2 and 6 weeks, but about a week if you want to rush it. Keep the lights coming in. That's awesome. Keep them coming in. Any more questions for me? Those of you who pass, please email Annie. It will help a lot. Seleka, it absolutely does. I absolutely love, I cherish every single email. I screenshot and save them. And I need to spend time putting them all into the same document because I haven't done that. But I have saved every email. Absolutely love it. If you send me them on other devices, I will screenshot them on my phone. So please, yeah, if you've passed, let me know. Any advice? I have one book for the 4th of March. Where are we now? 21st of February. Well, I mean, my advice is to go through the course. Sign up for the course and go through it and get yourself 100% test ready by going through it. My advice is to do, I don't know how many days you've got. Do you know how many days you've got to take it? Oh, you've got nearly 2 weeks to take it. So is that right? So yeah, you've got plenty of time. Do about 10-minute sessions at a time. A 10-minute session, have a break for a few hours. Another 10-minute session, have a break for a few hours. Unless you're really, really madly rushing. Are you going to inform us of the changes on the next live? I'm going to inform people who are in my course first. That's the next thing I do, is let the people who are in my course, who have signed up for my course and who have paid for my course, I need to do some stuff to let them know. I don't know what the changes are. It might just be one tiny change. There might be loads of changes. So I don't know that. 100,000 likes, yay, we done it. We did it. Thanks guys, I really appreciate that. That's awesome. And I do keep getting messages from TikTok saying you're getting more likes than 98% of people in your position. So if you're in the course, then yes, I will let you know as soon as I've been through it. Let me go through it, because it might be one change, it might be lots and lots of changes, but don't worry about it is the main thing, because the test won't be changing today. It won't be changing straight away. It gives us time for you to learn it and for me to teach it to you. But yeah, I will do something. Farex, you're in the course as well. You will get to know. I don't know how. I'll work it out with my tech team. Let me go through the details. I'll let you know. Cool. Bradley, you're in the course. Awesome. Dab backs. Thank you very much. Take care, everybody. Siobhan, I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for your help. Eddie, thank you so much for your help. I don't think you're on anymore, are you? I can hear you mooching about. Do we get an email, or are you going to let us know on live? It won't be. I'll let you know on live, but it won't be on live. I don't know how. It'll be in the course. Okay, I'll put the change in the course, and everybody's got it. If I send emails, I'll have hundreds of people. Oh, you are on. Hi, Eddie. I'll have hundreds of people saying I didn't get the email because they haven't checked their emails. The change will be in the course. Okay, so there'll be a section that says. But I'll let you know. I'll work it out. I will work it out. Don't worry about it. Please don't worry. It's going to be nothing. It's going to be something and nothing. Don't worry about it. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, guys. Thanks for joining me. I'll be live at 4 o'clock. I'll be going through some questions. You won't see me. You'll just see my course going through questions. Okay, that's at 4 o'clock for about an hour. I'll be back at 6:30 where you will see me and slides, but it will be just questions. I'll be back 9 a.m. tomorrow with a lesson again. Bye all, says Eddie. Thank you guys. Thank you for all those likes in the last couple of minutes. I really appreciate them. I'll pick my course once more for you. And they're still coming in. That's awesome.